No way.
I'm not even kidding.
Recording has started.
Oh my god. Mine's a little shorter, but I do have that same exact mug.
They're
Troy and
icons.
Abed in the
And you got me this watch.
Hold on, I got to put my notes on Google Drive,
Where's
and then
that
we
from?
can go. How are we starting this? But
That's from Blame Game. Hey, you got me this watch. It's the exact motherfucker I wanted.
Twist, I
Who
have that
told
shit
you?
on in the sauce.
Who told you I wanted this watch? Easy, Tommy.
Oh, gotcha.
You
went
reupholstered
and
my pussy.
you went and got your
The
pussy
best
all
line ever.
reupholstered. Who reupholstered your pussy? Yeezy reupholstered my pussy.
Is that what she says? Oh my
Yeah.
god. That's
She does
insane.
indeed say Yeezy reupholstered my pussy.
That's crazy.
Okay, got that.
Troy and Abed are in mourning. How are we gonna crack these? How are we gonna start these?
Just meowing. We do need to be better with our intros. Also,
Have you listened to the last few episodes?
well, just in my own being here, it's wackadoo.
You don't want to put Brandon on trial
Much
again?
ado
Is
and
that what
nothing.
you're saying?
We've done that twice, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was funny, but yeah, I think a third time would ruin the joke.
Yeah, because
It's like a
comedy
classic-
doesn't come in threes.
No,
Classic cold open we can do.
comedy has a hard cut at 2. Classic cold opens. Nicole open.
Nice.
We'll just steal an SNL cold open. We'll pretend I'll do Trump. We'll do it. Brandon will be Sean Spicer, and at the end I go, "It's you get to
And
that
live-
movies."
Remember-
Live from New York, it's fucking Theo's hot room cage.
Remember when you said we're not like we need to improve on ours, and then you said I'm gonna be Donald Trump. Yeah, you want to
Yeah,
turn that
right.
heater down in here real quick?
It's on?
Yeah,
I turned it down a little bit last time and we were baking, so I've turned it off.
yeah. I told you to turn it off.
No, you said turn it down. And
We
I
could.
think
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Seth.
no, I was just gonna yell at Brandon some more, which is rude of me.
No.
How are Alex's parents?
They're good.
Stinky.
They're not stinky.
Good.
You got the
Sorry.
email I sent you with the bracket stuff?
Thinking of a bit I did.
I did. When's that due by? I'll probably just
Probably
do it
like
tomorrow.
Thursday-ish.
Yeah, I'll just do it tomorrow.
We started ours tonight already.
I'm basically done.
We decided to not have like repeat winners, so like Snoopy style can't win
That
best
makes
user
sense.
reviewer again.
What about
look,
Alan? Can Whitney Moore win Best Actress again?
she could because she didn't win last time.
Who won Best Actress?
Also, we saw her again. I think it's important that she did
I think
show
she
up
won.
again.
No, Diane Keaton won
Who
Sure.
the hell is Diane
Yeah.
Keaton?
from Annie Hall.
Who?
I told my stepdad that Annie Hall is one of my favorite movies ever this weekend. He was like, "Oh no!" And I was like,
Oh.
"Oh, yeah."
Oh
He's
yeah.
like, "We can't watch Woody Allen." And I was like, "Yeah, you're probably right."
That's fair.
And then
But
he said,
yeah, so we
watch Inherit the Wind. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
we started that. We need your input though, because we have to restructure one of the awards for best use of midget, because we don't really have anything aside from just the movie Even Dwarfs Started Small.
Yeah, we could just do bits inside that movie. You know what I'm saying?
Best use of midget in Even
It's-
Dwarfs.
Best
Yeah.
guest.
I
Is
thought
it-
about best guest. We had Carter, Peyton, Robert,
Well,
and
we didn't even use that as an award for the regular bracket, so we could just do like of the last like whole year.
New
Best guest.
category. Cumulative.
Yeah.
Could I
And
vote
just
for
hurt somebody's
myself?
feelings.
yeah, because you were a guest. You were a guest.
I'm technically a guest.
Mm-hmm.
I was.
So
a,
was he.
Still,
yeah, I was gonna say like last year though was. the time I
Brandon's
was a
the
guest.
host.
Last
I'm
August.
the co-host, and you're the recurring guest.
That's what it feels like though. like,
No.
listening to it.
I feel like more like recurring guest. You guys are the what do you call it, Conan and Andy Richter, and I'm like,
It's the Bob and
Guillermo.
Tom show.
Definitely the Andy Richter then.
Lucas, did you ever watch the Bob and Tom show? I feel like I asked
no,
everybody.
you
but
asked that
you.
last week, I think.
Did I?
What about the Tob and Bomb show?
Is
I
it
watched
true,
the-
Dan?
Tom Green show? You ever heard of that?
Yeah,
Tom
That's
Green.
That's some
Terrible.
hick shit. Yeah.
that's some hick shit. He
So-
likes to
Alright.
fuck with hicks.
I
We'll
guess
have to
I'll
come
be
up-
Tom Green for
What?
the intro.
We can't
And
just. We're not
introduce
babies,
the
dude.
film.
You can't just pick the last thing somebody said. That's what children do. Do you want orange or blue? Blue. All right, blue or orange? Well, orange.
Yeah.
How
So
about-
we'll text each other and
Okay.
figure out what we want to replace the midget one with.
Okay.
How about we just each do a different persona and we'll just introduce the movie like it's a screening, like we're introducing a special screening at a theater. Thank y'all for coming out today.
There's
I'm Abraham
always,
There's
Lincoln,
always accents.
and I want to say this is a cat talking. Oh no, watch out for that actor.
What if one of us were giving a TED talk about like this movie, like we're the director of it, and the other two are just people in the audience asking questions about why the movie turned out that way.
Do they do that in TED Talks?
no. TED Talks are supposed to be informational. It's not like a give and take.
What about a give and take kind of thing?
What if like one of us? We don't need to have all three of us saying a bunch of nonsense for the whole time. One of us does like a very short and succinct Twilight Zone thing. You come out.
Okay,
Consider
Yeah.
this: a suburban
Yes.
family.
I love it. You're doing
know,
that. You got that on lock. Okay.
I don't
You've
have
got
that.
it.
I can't
All right.
improvise.
You're good.
I don't want to do it. I get
Okay,
embarrassed.
I'll do it.
Thank you.
And then what are you guys gonna do after that then?
I think that should be the intro.
No,
Oh,
Just
that's bad.
it should just be that, and then we can get on with it.
all right. Brandon, you can do it.
Cat. I'll
Consider
do it.
this a suburban family. A cat, potentially from outer space. All right, I'll do it, I guess.
It's genius.
You find a good stopping point. I'm gonna chime
gonna
in.
do
I'm
something?
gonna chime in too.
Okay.
So do a little short snippet, then I'll.
If I
Okay.
get mad at something, I'll probably chime in too, which
Yeah,
happens
sounds
every
like-
intro.
alright.
So
All right, we ready?
Yes.
speeding,
Don't jingle that.
I gotta get it out of my system.
Morb.
I actually just have to put
The
it
M
down
word.
because I will fidget.
All right, you
Just
ready?
get my 3 claps out. Yeah. I always clap 3 times.
Get a yeehaw out too.
We got a 3, 2, 1 blade.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, get a bleh. We're vampires. Okay, we're good.
Oh
This
my God.
movie is about a talking cat. Okay.
It's the people's cat.
It's the cat's weed.
I'm
This
Nicole
should've all
Kidman
been
and I
on.
ate this cat.
We got all our bits out there. Now we can come up with a new
Those
shit.
should have just been recorded. Those are great.
That's an whole episode, man. Extrapolated
got
out
all
for
the bad
2
out.
hours.
All right, you ready?
Professional podcasters. Yep.
1, 2, 3, play.
Consider this a suburban family in the Reagan era of economics, the turmoil, and a cat. One cat. Maybe from outer space, maybe from Earth, maybe a friend, maybe a foe. This cat is here to be your hero.
But wait, there's more. Consider this a mouth that moves.
It's a lot to consider.
He just fucking flipped us off.
I gave you
God,
so
that's
many
good.
openings to jump in.
I was waiting for because I was friend or foe. I was ready for that, and I was waiting for the cat from out. There were all these ones, and I was like, "Is it my
I
time?"
don't know how
And
short you wanted. But
I thought
we
that
are
was
here. Oh, sorry.
Stylistic pausing.
I did too. But we are here. You know us. This is Brandon, host. Across the screen is co-host Lucas,
And your
That's right.
favorite recurring guest.
and recurring guest sitting next to me.
No,
Not
he's,
co-host.
he's more of a co-host than I.
That can't be true.
I don't think so.
Just statistically speaking.
Yeah, just based on the number of episodes we've been on.
Yeah.
Like, geographically.
I didn't
Spatially.
think about that spatially.
Mountains
Yeah.
don't separate us.
Chronologically,
Feelings
though.
do.
And screens.
And yeah, I guess in a screen. But in this day and age,
And
we
walls.
can connect anything. And love.
And Twitter. Oh my god.
He's
We
so
shouldn't have looked
close.
away for so long.
Lucas was so close to the camera, it scared me.
It'll teach me and
It's
Brandon
the
to look
good.
longingly into each other's eyes.
The bad.
And I'm
Movies.
asking you guys.
Movies.
Oh, I thought he forgot for a second.
I did need
Movies,
a
sorry.
reminder.
Seth, movies.
Nope.
Speaking of, we watched a little one today.
We did. We watched definitely a little one. I got some questions for you guys first.
Fuck, I always forget the questions every single time.
I actually
Me
do
too.
too, and I remember like, oh, I need to do questions, and then it's like I
It's
don't
always like-
have anything.
It's always, we watched this movie today. And everyone's like, yeah, but hold on.
Let me reel it back for a
I
second.
have to pull it back because that's how we used to announce like the title of it, but we're always just like, we watched a talking cat, and this is what we're gonna do. Hold
That
up, I
is-
got some.
Yeah. Well, because lately it's been like the intro is so obviously what we're doing.
Uh-huh.
Well, maybe not so obviously.
Yeah,
a lot of the time.
Nuremberg.
But instead of asking the questions, Brandon's like, if you didn't get it from the intro,
Yeah.
it was the Nuremberg trials.
My favorite film.
Anyway, what do we like, Brandon?
What do you like?
Ask us questions.
Oh, it's like, what are we like?
Me
We're
gusta.
we're a
Oh.
podcast of just guys. So my first question for you guys: do you like recurring, like running water, shaky cam scenes?
I've grown to love them.
Yeah, give or take.
Okay, and how about poorly animated mouths on animals?
Now we're talking about crimes.
And now we're talking about cats.
Aren't they always poorly animated?
No. Because if you answered yes to poorly animated mouths or recurring shaky water shots, you've come to the right place. This is the good.
Movies.
And
The bad.
I forgot.
In an order that would surprise you.
It did.
And this week we watched A Talking Cat! Exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point.
It is what we watched. It wasn't a question.
From 2013.
There was an element of whether or not he did talk, so I guess you can go for that.
Yeah, that's true.
An element of fear.
This was something that had been on my list.
Punctuation.
I'm so scared of
This is our most
punctuation.
punctuated movie. That's 3 right
Probably.
It's probably.
Yeah.
I think besides that, it's probably just colons in a few
Or
of
like
them.
apostrophes, but do those really count?
there. Oh yeah,
Yes,
Oh, okay.
it is punctuation.
Yeah.
big time.
Well, from 2013, this had been on my list for quite a while. Really dating back to when I first started it, I put this on there, and it had just kind of stuck around. And I can't. One of you two recommended it, and I was like, "Oh, it's already on the list. We're gonna do it." It was Seth.
It could have been both of us at some point.
Bofa?
Both of these cats.
So had either of you seen this before then?
No.
This is another one I'd seen like a YouTube video of, so I knew some of the crazy parts of it, but I'd not seen the whole thing.
Okay, this I guess it's mostly live action, so it doesn't really count in your seen every movie starring an animal.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
also 2013.
So
It's
it's
about
past
the
your
cutoff.
prime.
That's
Yeah,
about it though.
past my prime, and this should have flown under everybody's radar. I think.
I think it did.
Yeah, for good
For the
reason.
most part.
It wasn't a feature film. It didn't get pumped out there.
You don't know if there's a sequel in the works. You'll find out here soon, though. So, A Talking Cat. Before we get into it, we're drinking beers, and I bought us some Bayern Brewing Company from Missoula, some Groomer.
Don't do it. Don't groom her.
I hardly know her.
Ah,
It's a lager, unfiltered Bavarian style dark Marzen. I came down to 2. It was either Groomer because cats groom themselves, or White Claw because of claws on cats.
Okay.
Claw would definitely be more relevant, but
you know how
Glad
cats
you went
groom
with Groomer.
themselves.
Yeah, we had to make that joke. Duh. There's that wedding laugh.
no, that's a genuine.
5.3% alcohol. 12
Yeah.
fluid ounce. What?
The Sims Toy Company.
Holy shit! Sims.
I'm not following.
He'll get it later.
Is that one of the characters?
No, Sims
Kind
toy.
of off-screen character.
All right, I had a hard time following this kind of simply plotted movie.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Had a
But
lot
how are
of
the beers,
questions.
boys?
Good.
Yeah. All right.
I usually really like Bayern Brewing stuff. They're a solid brewery.
I do too. They're really good at like one specific taste, and they get it every time.
They nail it.
They don't go outside of that too much, but it's a good one.
It's a dark one, but it's not like overly hoppy for you. So it's an easier drink.
Dark Marzen. Oh, it's wood aged.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I think Martins are wood aged.
You
Like,
might have just
traditionally.
made that up.
Yeah, trust me, guys. Cut that part out where I said I think.
Sure. So that's what we got. So let's get into it. Today, our director is David Dakota.
Okay.
And I will tell you right now, his IMDb for directing had 188 films.
How?
I thought that was a laugh at first.
My
How?
guy.
Yeah, 188 films. And I will say that he's done from the films he's done, he's had about 6 to 8 different like pen names, like pseudonyms. Like he's a woman a lot of the time in like what he directs and writes, and then he's just a different I don't. So
were you telling me about this?
I did tell you that he had 8 different pen names. So
That's right.
but David Dakota, I put a lot of his movies down because there were a lot of them. So chime in, and I did this because there wasn't a lot of research that I could find, so it's filling a little bit. But he had a lot of good ones. So first one, Dreamaniac, Creepazoids. Oh my god, I forgot about this one. Sorority Babes in the Slime Bowl-orama.
Let's go.
I like that.
Have you watched?
Have I seen Sorority Babes in the Slime Bowl-orama?
Yeah.
He's only seen about 3 minutes of it.
The slime part.
Before he comes.
What the hell?
But yeah, so that's
Now I missed the joke on that.
Oh yeah.
Get it, son. Nervously
Big
drink your
Dawg.
beer. For any first-time listeners out there, that's not how we usually behave on here.
Yeah, what the fuck?
We don't
Yes, it
usually
is.
treat Seth like that.
Usually we treat Brandon like that. That's
No.
the only difference.
No, we're treating you just like this fucking horny.
I'm the horny guy?
Yeah, you
The
guys
horny
just
guy.
treat you guys just
Call me
treat me
Big
like
Dog after I
after you come
Come?
every time. Hey, Big Dog, fuck yeah!
Why
man.
are you
That's a
cheering
group
me
chat.
on? That's right.
It's like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Another one, boys.
That's how we introduce. No context, just stroking it every few hours. People will type in there.
You just put this timestamp. Yeah.
Forgot to put this one in earlier.
Start and finish time.
that-
Look how
is
many
not
napkins I had to use.
That is not Seth. No, he's
He's a
just the
gentleman.
racist.
Oh,
No,
So
the
gentleman.
gentleman's racist.
and a horny one at that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Oh yeah.
I can't do it again. They wouldn't do it a second time.
Okay, so after Sorority Babes in the Slime Bowl-orama,
Oh yeah.
he did
Oh yeah.
Dr. Alien.
Space chimps.
No. Beach Babes from Beyond. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
About 3 minutes of it.
that one he made it 4.
Yeah, just like the beach a lot. Calmed me.
Then he did Petticoat Planet. The Leather Jacket Love Story. A movie called Talisman.
Got it.
The Tesselman.
Don't say Tesselman.
Prison of the Dead.
That's sick.
Like, why do you need that? They're already dead.
Zombies, probably.
No, I just think
It's just a metal name.
It's just a prison of dead people. Like this is where we keep them.
This is where we keep. They didn't bury them. It's just dead guys in cells.
Then he's done Wolves of Wall Street.
Mm.
I really hope there's like actual wolves in that. He did Speed Demon.
I'm sure there are. Actually.
Yeah, there 100% there are.
Do you think they can talk?
Oh, for sure.
I think they can buy and
Wolf
sell
of Wall
stocks.
Street?
I can't tell.
Fuck.
Would it be funny if the wolves were just like on Wall Street, or if they were like attacking people?
If they were just like Penny brokers.
No, I
Yeah.
think Penny Broker is way funnier. They're selling stocks. Listen here, Mr. Johnson. I can put you in at 80 cents a share, and when I get you out of this Buffalo Blue Beyond whatever dog food it is, it's gonna be $8 a share. That's a tenfold increase. 10 folds, Mr. Johnson. It's like, wow, what big paws you have, Grandma.
What's this director's name again?
David Decoteau. Decoteau.
Okay, 'cause I could
DeSoto.
not find that movie.
The Wolves of Wall Street.
Wolves.
So
it's
he's
from
done
2002. Beat him.
yeah.
Beat him there.
Speed Demon. He's done Santa's
Scorsese
Summer
copied him.
House. What did you say?
This came out in 2002. Scorsese copied him.
Oh yeah, Scorsese's
And there aren't
always.
wolves. This is just a. Oh wait, it's a horror movie. Maybe there are wolves.
It's
Yep.
a
The
werewolf
brokers
thing.
are
Yeah.
werewolves.
No.
It's a cat. Yep.
No.
They look out.
Yeah.
They look out their window of their skyscraper like
He
Wall
applies
Street
to the
office. and
Wolf
like,
Brothers brokerage firm in New York City for his dream job. What he does not know is that the brokers are werewolves.
What he does not know. There are probably so many signs along the way.
yeah, but do you really think that when you apply for a job that you're gonna work for werewolves?
I think if I apply for a job and they're like, we are closed once a month around the full moon every month,
Yeah.
every 30 days or so, I'd be like,
Freak
okay,
out when
so
you bring garlic in.
yeah.
No, that's vampire. With vampire.
Well, werewolves just don't like garlic.
They don't.
Yeah.
We're not vampires.
It's too
They're
pungent.
allergic.
They're allergic. They can't eat grapes either. Fun fact.
That's just dogs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. I'm just
Asshole.
stupid. Okay, so back to this. After Santa's Summer House,
Nice.
an Easter Bunny puppy, which I don't know the logistics of that. He's also done Badass Showdown. He did one called A Talking Pony! Exclamation
yeah.
point, question mark, exclamation point. 90210 Shark Attack.
Nice. Two of my
He sounds-
favorite things.
He sounds like a hack. I'll just say it.
Really?
I don't
Yeah.
think the rest of your titles are going to redeem him.
No, two more. Asian Ghost Story. Just could be a ghost story. I don't think you need to put Asian in there.
Yeah, it's probably a samurai or something.
Or a werewolf. And then lastly is
Now werewolves are in London, Brandon.
oh, that's right. And then the last
American
one is
ones.
a Husband for Christmas.
He's a hack.
Gives me Christmas mail vibes.
Is that it does give me Christmas Bale vibes. You kiss my uncle for Christmas. That's all I need, Santa. It's my uncle to get kissed. A weird request.
All right, so that's David Dakota. And then our writer's Andrew Helm. He's only done a couple things. I've got A Gothic Romance,
Oh.
Death Racers,
Oh.
The Great Halloween Puppy Adventure.
This guy does some gritty shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Santa's Summer House. The Hunted.
My point stands.
Can't imagine a
but-
dumber movie than Santa's Summer House, or dumber concept for a movie.
I think
It deconstructs the notion of Christmas though, because it's in the summer.
yeah.
Fucked up.
I kind of think of it as like a Weekend at Bernie's vibes too, you know?
They kill him?
No, they don't kill him. He's just has a big ass party and like his summer house gets like beat up and whatnot.
He probably fishes.
For pussy.
Yeah, you're right.
Do they still? Sorry, this is a really dumb tangent.
They do.
They still
fish
call
for
like
pussy. Yeah.
they still do that.
Thanks. Yeah, of course they do.
Do they still call summer in the southern hemisphere? Like I know their seasons are opposite, and when like it's cold
No,
for
I
us,
think-
it's warm down there. But do they call
I
is
think-
December to March summer for them?
I think
do they
it's
call it
flipped.
that?
I think they say this is our winter.
So do they call it
It's
like
our
the
summer.
summer solstice when it's December 21st, or is that just winter's just warm for them and they're
They
confused?
probably. It's probably as they say it in like their native language.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
you stupid ass.
Australia, what's their native language?
Australian, stupid.
Right. My bad.
No, that is a good question though.
Did I?
Is it?
Yeah. So The Hunted and the last one that
Tight.
Andrew Helm has written is
Dynamite.
After Midnight.
Is it like
Before Midnight's counterpart.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Winklewatter's Hidden Forest?
but he hasn't written After Sunrise or After Sunset.
No, because before sunset is after sunrise.
That's true.
Yeah, he's got to get there.
Yeah. So that's our writer and our director. A cast today includes Johnny Whitaker, Christian DeBell,
Johnny Whitaker is like the ugliest actor I've ever seen in my entire life.
Phil,
Yes,
yeah,
every time he was on screen, Marina's just, he looks so bad.
He's
Every
repulsive.
time.
he was always just sweating like crazy.
Yeah.
He's got a giant pure black soul patch on his.
Oh my god.
He's a blonde
yeah.
guy.
a balding bleach blonde hair.
I didn't understand what the direction was with that.
He's the lead.
Were those his choices, or was that the director's choice to make him look like
Or
that?
does he just look like that in general and they didn't want to do anything to him?
That's got to be it.
Johnny Whitaker, you got Christine DeBelle, you got Justin Cohn.
Bell.
Nice.
Thank you.
You got Janice Valdez. You got Allison Siki, Daniel Danis. Oh, I didn't put what was the one actress's name?
Dylan
Janice
Danis? No.
Peebles, yeah. Daniel Danis and Eric Roberts.
Daniel.
Does Janice Peebles know you can pick a stage name if you want? You don't have to go.
Maybe
with
that's
your
who Janice
Peebles.
Valdez is in mind now. She
That's a good
She changed to Valdez? It
Yeah.
might be. Janice
What?
Peebles. It is Janice Valdez. She changed
Good
it
for
because her
her.
last name sucks.
Smart
Oh
Smart
my
move.
God.
She's going places.
And she's
Except
hot
Janice and Valdez do not mix either.
No, but it's
Yeah.
better than Peebles.
now. I guess she could have just gotten married or something.
There's no way anyone from this movie got married.
Roast her ass, get her.
Bitch.
And then
Oh God.
another actor is
Went right in.
Squeaky, the cat, and then
Sure.
Eric Roberts, who is the voice of the cat. And does Eric Roberts ring a bell?
Nope. Does not.
He is an Oscar nominee
No.
Yeah.
for Best Supporting Actor from 1985 in a movie called
What the
Runaway
fuck?
Train.
Runaway Train?
Yeah.
Who the
So
fuck is this guy?
this movie had an Oscar nom in it.
Runaway train
Never
never
The
goes
story was
Yeah,
by
goes.
Akira Kurosawa, directed by Andrei Konchalovsky. What the fuck is this shit?
It's a goddamn masterpiece.
Oh my god,
apparently.
he looks insane too, Eric Roberts.
Let me see.
Still living.
He looks insane like today.
His Wikipedia picture. Pretty androgynous. He's in The Dark Knight.
This guy?
I do know this picture.
You don't know this guy.
I know that guy.
He doesn't know who
He's
this
the older
is.
brother of Julia Roberts. All right, interesting. Okay.
He's the older brother of
Yeah.
Julia Roberts
And
There you
Nancy
go.
Moats, but nobody wants to talk about
and
that.
uncle of Emma Roberts.
Could be news to me.
No, that's her dad.
He's the dad of Emma Roberts?
Yes.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
Attaboy, whoever that is. I actually don't know.
I don't know who Emma Roberts is either.
It's Eric Roberts'
Oh!
daughter. Duh.
Oh wait, no, that's not from the Amanda Bynes show. That's Amanda Bynes.
You idiot.
Interesting.
I know who
interesting
Emma
cast.
Roberts is. Yeah,
Emma Roberts was in We're the Millers,
I know who she is.
Aquamarine, Ugly Dolls, Little Italy.
Literally.
Little
She
Italy.
was in the Drake Nice for What music video.
Little Italy has
hell
what's his name? What's Anakin Skywalker's name?
Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen.
It's Hayden Christensen and Emma Roberts, and Hayden Christensen's like a little Italian guy. He has a terrible Italian accent. He lives in Italy in New York, and Emma Roberts is like they like play soccer in the rain, make pizza together. It's so bad.
She was in the Backyardigans.
I wanted to hear good.
Hotel.
It'd be a great one to do.
Hotel
but, like,
for
it's not a good
Dogs?
movie.
You've
I don't cry
definitely
to
seen
Hotel
Hotel
for
for
Dogs.
Dogs.
Brandon, I've seen like all the movies you listed.
She was in Unfabulous.
But she wasn't in this movie.
No, she was not.
But her
Eric
dad
Roberts
was.
her dad, Oscar nom. So
That's crazy.
that's my cast, and then a plot for you guys. It's super short.
Try
A
an
sassy
outlet in the
feline helps a
morning.
family resolve its problems.
A sassy cat?
Couple
A sassy
families.
feline. Yeah, multiple. Not just one. Yeah, it helps a family resolve it. No, it helps two families resolve their problems.
Well,
Three, if
no
you count.
spoilers.
If
What's
you
the
count
third?
Another person.
Fanny?
Franny.
Franny, yeah, not Fanny.
But in the end, aren't we all one big family?
It's kind of
Aren't
a
we all?
message.
Aren't we
Yeah.
all big one? Aren't we all big
Yeah.
one? Franny. Aren't we all the one big
Do
one?
you ever have a dream
With
that,
that
wish that you could do anything?
No, it's that you want him to do you so much that you could do anything. Is what the kid said. What kind of dream is he having where you want him
I think you just
to
misspoke,
do
man.
you
He
so
did.
much that you could do anything? Big big old one
You
family.
didn't say big like that
no,
many times.
that's what I said.
Oh.
Do we have a box office game or history of sorts?
We don't have history. I only have a
Shit.
limited amount for facts, so history is nixed. Put into the facts.
Nix it,
Ixnade.
86 it.
Oh, that's why you say ixnade. It's Pig Latin for nixed.
Yes.
Holy shit. I'm breaking this thing wide open.
When we worked at Meadow Lake Resort, me and Chris in the kitchen, we found out that 86 in kitchen lingo means like get rid of. So we would just be like yelling 86 to the waitresses, everything we didn't have. We'd be like 86 soup, like we don't serve soup. We're like 86 it, and then they go to tell people that they don't have soup, and they're like it's not on the menu, and you're like you're right.
I didn't order soup, but thanks.
That's a classic
Soup
joke.
mistake.
I love
Yeah.
it.
You had to probably 86 poutine because you guys ate so much poutine back there.
God, I love poutine.
Often, oh man, Chris put on 30 pounds pure poutine weight.
I would.
Those are the
Poontang
days.
weight.
I still would.
Poutine weight.
Oh, Big Dawg. I said a funny thing. I thought you guys were going to say that.
I missed it. I was listening to the poutine. Poontang.
Miss Sketty.
You ate 30 pounds of poontang.
Because I missed it.
Okay, so I don't have history, but I do have a budget for you guys. So
30 voluminous pounds of pussy. That's funny.
I can see the wheels turn in your head.
How would you? Yeah,
How do you measure 30 pounds?
that's probably like I don't know, 28 girls. I don't know.
so
It's like a pound each.
a pound a woman. Marina and I today were listening to Bedrock, you know?
Oh,
Yeah, I know. It just came on.
yeah, sure, Brandon.
And in the Nicki Minaj purse, she said, "Let me put my pussy on your sideburns or whatever." And I was like, "Why is she putting her pussy on your sideburns? Like that's weird."
It's got a
Oh,
heart.
no.
And Marina's like, "Well, what if she's just like her pussy is the sideburn, like the lips
It's
are?"
crabbing
And
around.
I was like, "How big is her? Like, imagine that. Now that's
Wow.
a pound of pussy."
That's 30.
Dang.
You ate one Nicki Minaj pussy. Is what you're
Do we
saying.
have the budget?
Dude,
Are we guessing one?
we are. Just go ahead, anybody.
When you're
Do
eating the
books better not
puss.
budget?
When you're eating the puss.
Oh man, my grandma cannot listen to this episode.
Oh, no. You look at any of my family.
Yeah, we made
My
Seth
My little
the
brother
villain here.
listens sometimes.
Big Dog. I'll say this had to have only cost. This has got to be in like the 600. That's a lot. $300,000 range. 300,000.
Okay, Seth.
Man, I'm gonna go Psycho Ball with this one. $146,000.
I thought you were gonna say million.
Is that Psycho Ball?
Psycho Ball, yeah, like when you're playing golf a little on the edge or on the fringe, if you will, of the green. Thank you.
Well, our
Playing
budget
it rough.
today, $1 million.
What
For-
the shit? I should have gone
$1 million?
300,001.
Yep.
That's insane. That's truly insane.
It is true.
But you're our winner, Lucas. So good job.
Thank you.
Lucky I didn't price this right your ass.
This costs like what, like 20 times more than Birdemic?
Yes.
That's insane.
Costs as much as Star Wars,
Or like Velocipaster.
Yeah.
the Christmas one.
With this, what do we think it made? I only have.
You know what I don't understand? Who's
Huh.
giving these people $1 million to do this shit?
TCAA company or whatever it was, like production company.
It
Why?
gives me a lot of hope because
We could do that.
we could make a better movie for $20 than this sack of shit. Not to give away my score. I may still like it in the end, but
Who knows? I didn't think any of us would love it. It's not really a spoiler to call it a sack of shit.
No, it's not. 9.8. What do we think this made
0.
worldwide?
Is that cash money? It made some.
I'll say 300,000, I
I
guess.
say 0.
I couldn't find anything because it's a direct to video.
God damn it.
So no box office result. Lucas is our winner again.
How is that fair? They sold copies. Oh my god, don't tickle me.
Yeah, but not in box
I'm being
office,
angry.
so. But So yeah, we can't compute it. $1 million. It's probably a
Tricked me.
flop regardless. I didn't rent. I bought this movie
You
True.
fool.
Well, the thing was like, what if I look back on this like the Birdemic, where I wanted to own Birdemic after I watched it and I only
guess.
rented it, and then now I'm like, fuck, I bought
It
a
has-
talking
I
cat.
bought a talking cat. No
I mean,
spoiler
it has
about what you think about the movie.
9.8.
Some of our elements that
It does.
we traditionally celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But, alas.
So
Hoy,
taglines.
hoy.
Seth
Aha, my job.
at the very top.
Shit.
Clocking in.
This cat will have you talking for days to your friends and family.
No.
There's actually no tagline.
There's no tagline, but that was amazing.
I shouldn't
Oh, that
add
was
part
great.
at the end.
Wow.
The tagline was like hyping itself up.
Yeah.
It's like, man, this is so good. You're gonna tell everybody about it.
That was
Which
good.
is a bad tagline.
No, that was good.
No.
That was
You had
really
me
good.
completely fooled. I thought that was a real deal movie tagline.
I even moved my eyes across the screen as I was reading
Yeah,
it.
that's
Because I'm a
that's incredible.
psychopath.
You went psycho ball on
I
it.
went psycho ball on the tagline that didn't exist.
Yeah, there's no taglines that I could find, so I was gonna have us make up our own, but that's the winner. Like, fuck.
Well, you
Beautiful
guys
work.
have to make
I was gonna just say a talking crap.
a talking steaming pile of shit.
Meow, this sexy kitty is gonna invade your living rooms.
Jesus Christ.
Why does he have to be sexy?
Why is he invading? What is my living room? Poland?
My
Meow.
my tagline is gonna be nom nom nom. I eat this movie right up.
That's
a
good. That's pretty
tagline.
good. Yeah,
We're
you're
gonna
right.
find out.
They will find out.
They'll
So
find out.
that's what I've got. I decided, because we didn't have history or taglines or anything like that, or really a box office, if we all take a look at the poster real quick, because you had proposed this a while back, Lucas,
Ah,
about talking about the poster.
Yeah, follow along at home.
Look at
I
the post.
guess.
Oh, I typed in poster
You just
and not a
search
talking cat. I was
poster
like,
on
where the
IMDb.
hell is it?
it's bad, folks. We got the cat. The one I'm looking at.
Holy
This is not the
What
cat
is
from the
Johnny
movie.
Whitaker doing?
What's he doing in yours?
He's just being shocked. He's
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
a pig.
Yeah, the cat is not the cat from the movie. In the
No.
that's a kitty.
And it's kind
Um,
of like smiling.
It's kind of like the Avengers / Star Wars movie poster style of like these floating heads sort of combining together to make an epic triangle of sorts.
Yeah.
So you got
Well, they kind of didn't old '90s movies used to do that with specifically or live action, like Air Bud movies. They'd have Air Bud's
Oh,
the
yeah,
central
yeah,
theme,
yeah.
and then they'd circle around it. So really, Avengers
The
like
cast.
ripped off of those.
yeah.
Yeah, what haven't they ripped off?
Well,
That's fair.
Susan's front center, just smiling. Classic Susan. Phil is
Yeah, she's an
bewildered.
actual sociopath.
Yeah.
Bewildered.
Chris is in the back.
Thanks, Lib.
Chris
Thanks,
is
Phil.
in the back covering his ears because he's autistic.
No, he's not autistic. He's not covering his ears. He's just like.
I mean, it's pretty apparent what's going on with that kid at the end.
We'll get into it.
Another sociopath.
You got Tina
Janice
Peebles.
Valdez now.
Valdez, yeah. She's just smiling.
Janice.
Trent is, I don't know what that
He's
doesn't
so
even fit his character.
stupid. No, it does. He looks like an idiot.
And I don't know why
Franny
they even had to make the poster, but she's
just
smirking.
had to come here and look good.
It's a bad poster is what we're saying.
It's not that bad.
It's pretty bad.
I've seen worse, but yeah.
Pretty stock issue, I feel like.
It is. So with that, poster's done. We're gonna get into our facts. Cat's facts. A talking fact.
Maybe a talking
Internship
cat
facts.
No.
Oh,
No.
I like that. No. Hear him out.
Toy company internship facts.
Sims Toy Company internship facts. Cheese
The
puff
son-
facts.
The son of Eric Roberts facts. The cheese puffs, yeah. I think we gotta go with put the facts in the bag.
No, we don't.
I think so.
Put the facts in the bag. This is a hold up.
Who came up with that? Whose
What?
idea
That
was
was
put
you.
the fact?
That was you. It was.
It was
It
you.
was you.
No,
It was for
no.
Alan Bag.
No, you're pointing and laughing at me. Just call me Big Dog again. I don't want to take
Big
credit.
Dog facts. Big Dog.
Wait,
Big
it's
dog
motherfucker.
facts.
We have to do a talking cats facts,
We
right?
do. But wait, what was the one that you said? I don't think he was on.
Oh, Big Dawg facts.
No. Oh. It was the Oh fuck! It was one that he wasn't on. Was it?
For Christmas mail?
It was so long. No, I think it was
What have we done?
the
Facts.
Elasticorn Facticorn.
Oh my god. The last unicorn one?
Yeah. I can't even remember.
I vaguely
was like-
remember that from listening to it.
The Elasticorn Facticorn put the
No, the
two
Elasticorn Facticorn to Back from the Dead.
and this time
this time it's personal or
It was
something.
the dumbest thing ever.
It was so long.
Applause.
I think we do have to do. Oh. That's my
Big Dawg
applause.
facts.
No, I think we have to do the last cats facts. That's just what or
Put
the
the
top-
cats in the bag.
no talking cats facts. And live. Lucas is trying to cut us off like crazy. You should have played the
That's a
Oscar
delay.
outro music.
Flailing his arms like he's drowning.
So a talking cats facts. That's what we're going with.
What?
Yes.
I thought we were doing put the cats in the bag.
No.
All right.
There's a little more than usual on this. I think there's 10 because I couldn't find any history. But the first one is this filming took a total of 3 days to film.
$1 million in 3 days, baby.
They really just burning that shit. They didn't use it all. They had a
They
surplus,
had-
but they were
But
like,
it was
if we don't
such-
use the whole million, they're not going to give us
Oh,
a
we have to be
million
back
next
at
time.
work on Monday.
It was a weekend.
It was Labor Day. They just filmed a movie.
I just like how big of a laugh it was from Lucas.
Props
Like,
to
gonna be,
It makes sense.
oh my god. Okay.
It does make sense.
Next one.
Honestly, I might give it a higher score because it was only 3 days. Kind of a baller move.
That's like they do those like 24 or whatever 48-hour film festival things. This is
Hunter
pretty
loves
close to
those.
that.
Yeah.
Well, this is like the fast food of the movie industry, right here. This is
Mhm.
like
Sure. Give it to us.
McDonald's. It's like it's not
We've
good,
had-
but it's a movie.
We've had the conversation before about how I'm kind of anti-capitalist anyways. I'm the communist now, but like I would rather spend $20,000 making a crappy movie than I would buying a new car, upgrading it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I have I don't have disposable income, but if I get there,
If you do.
I don't
will-
either, but I
I will
dispose of it
waste-
anyway.
yeah.
My next a talking cats fact is although David Dakota was the director of this film, he did it under the pseudonym Mary Crawford.
No
Trying
way.
to just get his diversity in the
Yep.
door by being a woman director. That's hilarious.
Or people know his name and they hate his work so much. They say, I gotta have a new name. I'm gonna go Janice
Or he's on the
Peebles.
Lamb.
Or he's on the lamb.
Kevin Lamb.
He's on Kevin Lamb.
Shout out Kevin Lamb.
Who?
And Rat Boy.
Oh yeah.
Kevin's a legend.
He's awesome.
Is he the guy that has the crazy dynasty team?
No, that's Brant, but Kevin's the second best team.
Yeah, Kevin walks on water.
Yeah, he crazy. He goes sicko mode.
He does.
Next one.
Big Dawg.
This movie takes place in 2 major locations, but includes a total of 59 establishing shots.
That
And
did
they're
feel
very
like a
different
lot.
from each other, the locations, I felt like.
One was literally the Pacific Northwest woods, and the other was a California beach.
It was
Yeah.
LA, yeah.
Couple shots of the Swiss Alps, the Sahara Desert.
There was a waterfall.
Yeah. There
Good
was
fact.
a plane crash at some point. I had no idea where we were.
Next, the film's music was composed by Harry Manfredini, who also composed the 1980 Friday the 13th theme.
Oh, I love
Uh,
that theme.
Manfredini has scored more than 100 films, and he did this one.
I've argued heavily in the past that the Friday the 13th music is a more successful application of music than Halloween's, which is one of the more controversial takes, I think. But
What is Friday the 13th's little theme?
it's kind of like a, but they use the music better, I think, than in Halloween.
Dun,
Yeah, that's a little more iconic, but
Yeah, it is. But
shout out, man, for Dean.
yeah. Next. In this movie, the closing credits take 7 minutes and 40 seconds of the movie's 85-minute runtime. In those credits, the casts are given twice.
Yeah, I only made it through the first one, and I wasn't gonna make it through again.
Did you watch all the after credit scenes?
I watched all like the live action ones,
Yeah.
and then I one time through, and then I called it.
It's funny because you have intro credits with all of their names, then outro credits with all of their faces to their
And
names,
credits.
and then credits with all of their names.
It is pretty funny.
He laughs. He says.
He did say that.
We chortled
Next,
in rapturous glee.
in a 2017 episode of the podcast, Eric Roberts is the fucking man.
Oh shit.
Eric Roberts, who voiced the talking cat Duffy, said that he recorded his dialogue in the bathroom of some guy's house,
Sure
as
sounded
the
like
bathroom
it.
That
had the
makes
best
sense, yeah.
acoustics.
There's no way that.
The best?
Yeah, it sounded
What
like
were
he was
the-
doing it over a prison phone. The whole time.
Yeah, what the hell? Best between what like what other locations did you have an option?
The first thing I said when I heard the audio, Seth was like, "This sounds bad." I was like, "That's a wrap. We're gonna keep that one." But there's more to this.
No.
However, in a 2020 interview with the B Movie podcast, director David Dakota, who did it under Mary Crawford, claimed that Roberts recorded his dialogue in his own living room instead, in just 15 minutes.
Called him a liar.
We should have this guy on and get to the bottom of it.
Eric Roberts?
Seems like he'll
Yeah.
join on.
Yeah, if you can get him for a talking cat, we could probably get him on this.
Could tweet at him.
Eric
We
Roberts?
don't have $1 million, Brandon,
I just need to call him.
between the three of us yet.
But we will one day.
In like 15 years.
We'll split it evenly. 333,000 apiece.
I just want to know how the bathroom was the best acoustic scenario. Were the other ones
Yeah,
like
it's always the
skydiving? What were
Yeah.
his options that the
Have a
bathroom was
quiet
the
kitchen.
best? A
Like-
quiet
When
kitchen?
you sing in the shower, does it sound the best?
To me it does, not to the people recording my
Sounds
dumbass.
tinny.
That's true. Remember when we had to record in Devin's apartment, how like tinny
Yeah,
it
it was
was because it
echoey.
was all of the linoleum floor instead of like any carpet or anything? That was
Shout
rough.
out Devin.
Shout out Devin. Next, the eclectic furniture and art. You loved the furniture and art.
I had
Um,
such a fondness in my heart for it.
Seen in the home of
Sorry, I'm
Phil.
tweeting at Eric Roberts.
Seen in the home of Phil and Chris's mansion, which includes a VW Bug couch, was donated by the film's cast and crew to save cut costs.
Who the fuck donated that? Who the fuck
It
had
all
that?
looks so shitty.
Who had the tree with stilettos?
Oh my god,
That was
that
fire,
tree was
actually.
awesome.
Yeah.
I have a love hate with that because it's just objectively stupid, which is my favorite thing. So I love it.
It's kind of fire, I think.
It's kind of, I don't want to be Big Dawg over here. I see anything in stilettos. You know what happens.
Ooh.
See a fucking tree in
Engine
stilettos?
revving.
Remind- Vroom, vroom.
Eating 30 pounds of oak tonight.
It reminds you of that tree from The Last Unicorn, that busty tree.
Oh god, I hated that one. She didn't have any shoes on.
Oh, that's what gets you. You're anti-feet.
Yeah,
Okay.
cover them shits up
Yeah.
and make them taller. Put them up on a shelf.
Okay. Big Dawg at it again.
What the fuck
There
I'm
he
saying?
goes.
This is a character that you've committed to now.
You created it, but it's
Yeah.
my fault.
Penultimate fact. The luxury house that serves as Phil and Chris's house is the same house used in two other David Dakota films. One of them is called 1313 Giant Killer Bees.
Okay.
And Santa's summer house. This is his summer house.
Wow. it's-
Giant killer bees. I think I know of that one.
You have not
No.
seen
1313?
Giant Killer Bees?
Yeah, I think it's kind of Birdemic-esque more than Talking Cat was, because it's like a bunch of dudes in
Horror elements.
a house somewhere, a little more horror. Yeah, they always got their shirts off for no reason, and it's like very homoerotic, I would say. A lot of stuff like that, and then there's just like terribly CGI'd bees that will kill you
Ah.
instantly. Yeah,
Sounds about right.
yeah.
And Santa's summer house. So this is his summer house.
The bees.
The
Ostensibly.
mansion. But this fact continues. It also served as one of the settings for the 2011 adult film Ass Worship.
Ass worship?
Yeah.
Okay. It
This
kind of
guy's
looks
gotta
like a
be-
porn house.
Yeah.
It really did.
This guy's gotta be making crazy. I might have to look that up.
Ass Worship?
Yeah, I want to see.
You better send us that timestamp.
That's
I want
fine.
to the timestamp. I'll say. Yeah, I'll put it in the group chat. I want to see like people
Put
fucking
it
in the
in the
talking cat
Discord.
house. I want to see it. I feel
That'd
like
be
it's gonna fuck
interesting.
with my brain.
On the staircase?
Yeah, the
The spiral
spiral
staircase.
staircase. The worst way to have a dramatic exit. A
Yeah,
spiral
put it in the
staircase.
Discord. The timestamp.
Okay, I
Yeah.
will.
Yeah, not a
Um,
lot of action on the Discord these days.
I know, that's why I posted watching a movie. I felt bad. And then my last
I
fact for us
posted a
today
curse.
is that this ranks as the number 19 worst movie of all time according to IMDb.
19th.
Yeah.
I wonder it was on the list.
So, once again, others we reviewed. Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas, 4. Birdemic 2, 8. Birdemic, 11.
I don't remember that being 4.
Yeah.
Because I'm like hearing this for the first time again.
Birdemic, 11. Hottie and the Naughty, 14. Star Wars
Boo.
Holiday Special, 18.
Lower.
This, 19.
Lower.
This one, 19. Cats, 43. Dragon Wars, 76. The Wicker Man, 96.
What's number 1?
It's what I don't remember. It's a foreign film.
Oh. I think I've
Is
asked.
that what it's
called
called? A
like-
foreign film?
No, it's called like Schmendrick or something.
Schmendrick
I'll
the
find
Wizard.
You have to.
If it is foreign, tell
So
me
they
what
got-
number 2 is.
Yeah, I've seen
No,
that.
no. That's an older list. Go to the second one that you find on Google now.
Eat shit,
Disaster
Brandon.
movie? You really think that? It is
Jesus
ass.
Christ.
Daniel the Wizard.
How is disaster movie number 1 worst? Like it's not. It's not good, but the
This
worst
one has-
ever.
Birdemic at 10. And not Birdemic 2. I don't know. It's a bad
I
one.
asked too many
Let me find
questions.
it. Oh yeah, Daniel the Wizard's now the list. Smolangst is what I was thinking of. So this
Small
is the
angst.
list I use. This is the most recent one. However, they don't include it on the bottom
Sorry,
100.
you're not talking too much. I was asking for the.
They don't include it on the bottom 100 unless there's enough reviews. So some of these don't have enough critic reviews. So
Hmm.
then I take its IMDb score and plug it into this
Where it
list
would
Take its IMDb.
where it
score.
would be. So
I plug it in.
like this
Plug
wasn't
it
on
in,
there.
plug it
I put it back.
This wasn't on there. Star Wars Christmas wasn't on there, and Birdemic 2. So I plugged them in at 8, 18, and 19.
I see what you mean.
Oh, he cheated.
But that means this season 5, we've watched Birdemic 2, Star Wars Christmas, this, and Kirk Cameron's, all in the bottom 19
It's been an exhausting
season.
month.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that
weighing
is
heavy.
going to end our A Talking Cats facts. So we can get into the movie. No, we don't have to pause. We don't have to sync the audio. You son of a bitch. And we're back.
Oh shit!
Big Dawg here. Yeah, exactly.
I'm getting jogged.
By the
Wait.
dog.
He's getting dogged by the dog.
Oh no!
Caesar.
I hardly know her.
Louis.
Moving on, before this gets weirder than it is.
Yeah, let's get into the movie.
Movie.
A talking kid, man.
Oh. I hope not. Put a muzzle on her.
Hannibal Lecter style.
She is the
Get her
big
back in
dog.
that cage. How'd she get out?
How the fuck did she get out of that cage again?
I let her out.
What the
Seth.
hell?
I thought we were executing her. I was leading her to the
Classic Big
That's
Dog
too big
letting
for her.
Nicole Catman out.
Catman.
Yeah.
I was just leading her to a guillotine. She's getting capital punishment,
now
but
she
like
got
old
out.
school style. I don't know. She's running wild.
Seth wanted her to be another one of the sorority babes in the slime bolorama.
That would have lasted 2
Imagine
minutes.
that.
Nicole Kidman was there.
Nicole Kidman's just in that movie.
Could you imagine if she was in
Like
that
a
movie?
good chunk into her career.
Yeah, no, not like her first ever film. Like after,
now.
Yeah, it'd be like Eric Roberts being in the movie, like that.
like a talking
9
cat or
years ago.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
Established legend.
Like 2008 Nicole Kidman's just like starring in that, and you're like, what the hell,
Hell
Nicole?
yeah.
Have we done any Nicole Kidman movies?
No, she's never been on.
But she's been in our hearts the whole time.
Exactly.
That's
and our dicks, apparently. For Big Dawg over here.
Oh my god. That's me.
Okay. Are we good? No, we don't need to sync the fucking audio.
In this corner. Yeah, we're good.
Coming in at 6'4".
He's not fighting anybody.
165 pounds. It's Seth. Big Dawg Tigner.
He's in there by himself.
It's just in the ring, waiting.
It's just me time stamping off.
Showing you off.
It's the slime bowlerama. You're waiting for somebody to join you in there.
Gross.
No one will.
No one would dare join Big Dawg in the slime bowlerama ring.
What a sad event. You think anybody pay-per-viewed that shit?
Yeah. Wait for some hotties to jump in the ring with you.
Anybody?
This giant, like, you rented out the MGM Grand for it. You're like
Empty seats.
everywhere.
Me crying in the middle, pants around my ankles.
People are like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, why is he in this ring?
Why is he crying?
I'm not paying $80. He's crying. He's just in the ring. Big Dawg's just crying. That's so funny. Okay.
What happened to me, man? I used to be somebody.
You changed, bro. You've changed. Are you okay, Lucas? You died there for a second.
I'm chill.
He's chill. Okay. All right, let's get into the movie.
Chill AF.
You start with like landscape shots. When we did Christmas Mail, I'm sure you tried to hear it, but Seth cannot do like an awkward fake laugh because he always turns into like a fuckboy laugh.
Yeah.
It's a fuckboy laugh.
Yeah.
So sexy.
Yeah, that's the one. Maybe rubbing your chin a little bit.
Yeah, you couldn't just do a
He was the master of the polite laugh. I couldn't polite laugh. I could only fuck boy laugh.
That's what Big Dawg does, baby.
Get after him.
But yeah, nature shots, beautiful landscape shots with upbeat, like jazzy music playing. And then my next one is the eagle.
That's for you, Connor.
And Carter.
And Carter.
I wish we should do Hoop Fest again and bring Lucas.
Yeah. And look for eagles.
And Safeways.
Sick.
I'll get in a fight with someone again.
That's probably going to happen either way.
Regardless, I will fight someone during a basketball game. But you find out that this cat, Duffy, is narrating the story about how much he loves nature. And his narration audio is bad because it's a bathroom.
Bad. Slurred.
And you get a very quick change to a pixelated 9-screen iMovie looking intro credits.
Oh yeah, this took a long time.
This is so long.
Took a while.
You hated the actual words too.
Yeah, the transition
font
effect for words. Well, the way that they displayed the font of the words was like they would just put random letters at a time.
Yeah.
Onto the screen.
It wasn't in a
Can I just fucking read it? Because by the time they'd finished putting them on the screen, it was maybe 1 second you had to actually read the full thing, and then it disappeared. It like zoomed off at 90 an hour.
And we've long waxed poetic, maybe just me, about how intro credits of this nature are a bad sign.
And thing of the past, usually.
Yeah.
Why is that so funny?
It wasn't. I was thinking about something else.
What were you thinking about?
It's not funny. So we're gonna move
Spill
on.
the beans.
No.
Spell it.
No.
Please.
It's really dumb and bad.
Were you thinking about wound fucking?
No, I was just thinking like, what if Duffy was like racist the whole time?
That's funny.
And you said it doesn't pertain to the movie.
He's like, what if it was like, he's like, I'm a magic cat. I gotta help humans out. Well, certain humans.
There were some interesting humans he chose to help.
That is true.
Some of the worst looking people you've ever seen.
And some of the best.
No.
Well, after that,
even Big Dawg
you
wouldn't
get
touch that.
You get Phil in his home. He looks like a meth user, I put, and he owns this giant mansion.
He's like Guy Fieri. Like, lost,
That's what I
like, got
kept thinking.
divorced.
Yeah.
I was thinking like Guy
Let himself
Fieri's
go.
dad, if his dad was like a con man that wasn't actually his dad and like conned him into being his dad.
Or you won him in a poker game.
Wait, who won who?
Phil won Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri, yeah, and made him who he is.
He swindled his dad out of his son.
Well, he's
and then copied Guy Fieri's look.
He says he's made enough money to retire after he sold like his website or whatever.
Yeah.
And he wants to hang with his son now that he's retired, but just watches as he walks away up the stairs for like 30 seconds. His son Chris,
dramatic exit
his son
I was
Chris.
talking
Yeah,
about.
there's a lot of dramatic exits as they walk up a spiral staircase, but the whole scene is them walking up the whole spiral staircase.
Yeah, it's funny because Chris is almost stomping away and he's going up the staircase, and they just keep the camera basically still on the shot of the stairway.
Yeah.
And you can see him like he's halfway up the spiral staircase. He looks down at his dad. He like scoffs again, and then has to run a little faster to get out of frame.
Yeah, and the camera, which was set the whole time too, had to basically go up just for like 3 seconds to catch him leaving, and then dropped it back down. She's like, "Oh, come on, guys, frame your shot correctly." What's his
or
name?
cut
Chris,
it.
Is that?
Yeah,
that's the
which is
son.
another problem. Chris, my note for Chris is he is the gayest man I've ever seen.
he's so gay.
He's such a homosexual, and not in the derogatory.
Not in a bad way,
derogatory
no.
It's
No,
just
no.
so obvious, and he's trying to pass as this heterosexual teenager.
Marina had said that before he'd spoken a word. It's like, oh, he's gay.
Oh, he's wearing like.
As soon as he stood up with his jeans shorts,
he had a limp wrist going.
He's like, I could tell the instant when he stood up wearing tight cut off jean shorts that he was gay.
It's just a bizarre choice. And
But
that
he's like-
in real life, of course he is, but like.
Oh, did you have to look that up? Is that real?
Oh yeah, I mean, I didn't have a doubt in my mind, but
I'm just certain of it. I didn't.
It's funny because the dad's like,
Good for
you
him.
having. He's like, dad's always like, you having girl troubles? And he's like, yeah, I'm having real bad girl troubles. And you're like, whoa.
yeah, it
Are
was,
you?
It was a tough acting job.
Did
he
they
must have
steal
been the
your
only
shirts?
person he auditioned. The role.
For straight teenage boy. That's to be like a family friend he's doing a favor for.
I got cast in a movie. Wow.
He was like one of the more competent actors, I would say, but just
yeah,
wildly miscast.
far better than Trent, his other like male
miscast.
Far better than Trent, his other male counterpart. But like
And Phil.
Trent was a terrible actor, but he like filled his role perfectly
Yeah,
at
yeah.
the same time.
He's
He was
supposed to be a
typecast for that.
doofus.
Yeah.
jumping ahead
He
though,
acts
like
like one.
Marina also pointed out, she's like during that like swim scene when he jumped in the pool, she's like, oh no. She could see Chris just watching.
And that dude
Oh,
was
yeah.
ripped too.
Yeah.
Trent is hot.
Trent's a football player.
Well, he goes stomps up to
shows.
his room and some girl calls him and wants him to tutor her in
Does that
English.
mean?
What?
He's a football player and it shows. What does that mean?
Oh, you guys, I got hit on the other day at work.
Let's go.
So
Was it me?
so this girl, she's 51.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. She came in to get her shingle shot, her second one. And I walk out, I've got everything. I've got my sharps container, I've got my like little carrier with the shot and the bandage and everything. I've got my clothes on, I'm wearing my white coat, and I've got like the sweater underneath that kind of like puffs me up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she comes out and she immediately goes, "You're looking good." And I was like, "Thanks." And she's like, Are you a bodybuilder?" And I was like,
What?
"No." She's like, "Well, do you like work out at least a lot?" She's like, "Do you work out a lot?" And I was like, "Not really." She's like, "Well, sir, you should be proud because people have to work real hard to get that kind of body."
Because you had a sweater on underneath.
I was like, "I'm like 40 pounds overweight, man. Please
Are you a
quit hitting up."
bodybuilder?
She said, "Guess how much my pussy weighs?" Pharmacist
She
boy.
bet you can lift it.
How much?
You bench press 45 pounds.
It was just so weird. I was like, I felt so out of place to be hit on, and my one tech that was working the drop-off window, she
That's sexual
in the
harassment.
background is whispering to all of my other like technicians, like, "Brandon's getting hit on out there, guys. Brandon's getting hit on." And I go back and she's like,
Gather round. Hark herald the angel sings.
"Yeah, so I got hit on the other day."
Praise God.
Glory to the newborn king.
Where's God? I mastered in Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
It's good.
thanks. I'm the Wizard of Oz. But yeah, so this girl, Franny, she calls him, wants him to tutor her in
Franny.
English class to raise her grades over the summer.
Mumbles every word. Is this Chris Barber from Mr. Garber's class? Should we reshoot that? I didn't say it very well.
We're good. We gotta get work to Monday.
Is this garbage?
Is this garbage?
Yeah, she wants
Also, Franny's
raise
like
her
the
grades
least
over the
attractive,
summer.
like high school or any like kind of hottie girl name. You know what I'm saying?
Franny.
Did you
Oh,
see
bad.
what Edith was wearing today?
Yeah.
You guys
Smoke
going
show.
to Agnes's pool
I was
party?
going to say Ursula's rocking today.
Ursula's
Another wild choice.
But yeah, she has to
Ruth.
raise her grades over the summer.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Before the big dance.
He's a grade above her too, but she apparently heard about him and he knows about her. So, something's about
that
to
covers everything I had
Yeah.
questioned.
And he sees a cat outside his door that runs off, and he runs to find that cat, but then goes to see his dad for help with girls.
He gets distracted so fast.
Yeah.
Did we get a cat? No. Walks down the stairs, which takes 30 seconds because it's a spiral staircase. What do you do with girls? Because he doesn't know.
Yeah. He has a clue.
And now you cut to another home. Some mom has lost her shoes, and the kids bicker back and forth. They're twins about how rich the daughter could be if she could go to college and publish a website. And the cat's in this no-shoe woman's house as well. This is Susan, Tina, and Trent.
Yeah, a real toxic relationship between the siblings.
Mostly from the mom and Tina. Susan, very harsh to Tina.
Tina was a bitch to the boy. What's his name?
Trent.
That boy?
Trent, yeah, that boy.
Can't be seen around parts with that boy now.
It seemed like in the beginning, it seemed kind of equal, like they were just like a sibling rivalry, but she definitely got a lot worse as they were going on towards him. But it makes sense because the mom was like evil to the daughter.
A little bit. It's a weird.
She's just retaliating what she received from the mom onto Trent. And Trent was just too stupid to do anything about it.
So he just took it.
Yeah. But yeah, she lost her shoes.
Big
She's
Dawg
freaking
style.
out. And the cat's narrating. He's like, I have found people that I need to help.
Still drunk.
This like billionaire dad and his son who's struggling with his identity, and then this like perfectly fine off catering family.
This high school teen that's like sexually confused.
Yeah, can this cat like help a homeless person or like some refugees?
No,
he needs to help like at-risk people that matter, not the homeless.
This billionaire who just retired.
Yeah.
It's a man indeed.
The one who's set for life with shoes on a tree. That's the guy.
This man
needs mental help.
This man is a billionaire that has been retired for one day, and he's like, this guy needs help.
Yeah.
Like,
well, to be fair, he was retired for one day, and he's like, I'm so bored. I think I'm gonna kill myself. I don't know what to do. Like less than 24 hours into selling his company for more money than we will see in our entire lives. He's like, this is not it. Yeah. I can't stand this. So stupid. Anyway.
You need something bigger.
So does Big Dawg. Like a cat, yeah.
Like a cat.
Well, it's back at Phil and Chris's house. Phil goes outside after he burnt some waffles to clean up, and he sees Duffy, the cat, is there again. And Franny shows up too. She's a big cat fan, but not a big reading person, even though she's in the honors classes, which I pointed out is exactly Seth and I, because we were in honors together. We didn't read.
I read Fool's Crow and The Great Gatsby.
Mm-hmm. And Catcher in the Rye.
And Catcher in the Rye. And
Night. Do you read Night?
You're phony.
Of Mice and Men. I am a phony because I didn't read.
Did you read what's that one? Wuthering Heights?
No, I know. But I don't know because I didn't read it.
Did you read Wuthering Heights?
Wuthering with a U?
Wuthering,
did you read it?
Was it senior year?
Did we read Wuthering Heights?
I switched to regular English senior year because I was tired of working.
Oh, so you didn't. How about, what was that one?
Wascally Wabbits?
A Separate Piece.
No.
One where that kid fell out of the tree and broke his elbow. And
no, I remember because I remember It was like Mr. McCartney's favorite book ever.
It was like supposedly like a Dead Poet Society kind of thing. I remember he told us.
I remember it was like, I cannot feel bad for these Ivy League rich fuckers just because they got drafted. Like, who gives a shit? Not me.
Did you read all of Watership Down?
No.
I remember we had
Try zero.
I remember we had a quiz in Mrs. Burgess's class, and it was like just to see if we were up on the reading, and one of the questions was, how does the one rabbit die? And I was like, fuck.
Fucking.
Yeah, he died via fucking.
Fucked himself to death.
It was even multiple choice. I got it wrong, and on the thing she was, I don't think you read the book. I was like, no, I haven't. I'm behind.
I usually read my books. I'm a pretty big reader. Alex is a lot bigger reader than I am, but
Marina's got me beat too.
I put down a Grisham novel over the weekend.
How was it?
He's pretty bad, but I liked it.
Yeah.
Did I leave a book here? Have you guys seen a book of mine?
Of Mice and Men?
No,
The
it's
Bible?
The Stranger. No. Yeah, my Mormon Bible. No, the Stranger. It's an Albert Camus piece. I'm like halfway through it.
No, because I remember
I don't know anything about him, but I like the book.
I remember I was helping you move when we put it in your bag, but no, it's not been here.
In my bag.
We put it in one of your bags or something, or it's in the truck or something.
Bag.
It might be in the computer bag. Thank you.
Yeah.
I really want to finish that book.
Okay.
Lucas, you don't like him? I'll text you about it later because I'm confused.
We had to read some of his short stories in high school. He's not my favorite.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, Franny comes over.
He's a loser. Sorry.
To get help with.
He's successful.
He fucking sucks.
To get help with her English. But she just wants him to read all of her books, and she will swim in the pool instead. And she's like both using him and seducing him at the same time.
Yeah, I was
with them.
That's what I was confused about because I couldn't tell if she was like trying to hook up with him or if she was like coming over to use the rich kid's pool while he does the homework for her because he's a nerd.
I think it was pretty sincere, is what I think the film was trying to play it off as it went along. Like she genuinely had a crush on him and everything.
It didn't help that he was so flamboyantly gay.
Well, I'm with the film did make it seem sincere to its like marginal credit, but the objective truths of the situation didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I would say that.
Well, she starts to talk to Duffy, Franny does, and he narrates back to her. But like when he narrates back to her, we're like, did she actually hear him? Because like she responded with like a very generic, like saying, she's like, "Oh, you're no help today," or whatever. I don't remember what she said, but it was very generic.
Sorry, I zoned out super hard just now.
I did too. I yawned. I think. Well, it's established that the cat that is talking, the titular talking cat, cannot actually be heard yet in the movie.
No, but it seemed like she heard him,
cat.
But she didn't.
Yeah, and we know for sure now. Yeah, looking back on it.
Yes.
Because
we're back on the beach, back at the house, and Phil finds Duffy and starts to feed him. And did he need to narrate the cat noises as he ate?
No. They also like had
stealing
a bowl of water
now.
And they just put the food in the water.
That's what we were. We're like, what kind of food is this?
How do you not know how to take care of the cat?
It was like a sliver of like canned tuna in a plate of water.
Yeah. They're trying to simulate him fishing, I guess.
It is crazy.
It's an insane
just
thing.
Imagining him in a bathroom just going nom like over and over.
I won't do it.
Oh, that's the stuff. Echoing 1 billion times.
Oh. Well, yeah, they feed him, and Chris says he shouldn't feed Duffy, and so Phil tries to get rid of him, but Duffy disappears. And now
like
back
a shadow in the dark.
Well, maybe, yeah, kind of. Well, now back at Susan's, she's trying to set her 2 kids up with an internship to make toys at
Yaya Toy Company.
Sims Toy Company. But they don't want to. And my note here is that is the biggest laptop that she has of all time.
It's probably like a 45-inch monitor.
We didn't know if it was like, we were trying to find the keyboard on it for the longest time because it kind of looked like it was just like a box that was wrapped up in like Christmas wrapping.
A little bit. It's wild. Dominated the screen.
It was big, and Trent is so torn up because he wants to do the internship, but he doesn't have enough imagination to build toys for kids. I was like, you're not designing the toy, you're just building them.
You're an intern. You're probably just making coffee.
They were always like, how much am I going to get paid? I was like, I don't know, maybe quite a bit. And I was like, it's an internship.
Probably not much,
Probably
if anything.
nothing.
God,
At
how
this
is that
toy
legal?
company.
It's because it's for rich kids to get a foot in the door to big time companies, so that then they have the experience over other people that aren't as rich but had the like schooling behind it. It's to keep the rich as unpaid internships.
Right. So poorer kids that want to get into the same line of work that would have to take an unpaid internship.
They can't
They
because they
can.
don't have the money to
Right.
support themselves.
Okay. No, that's cool then. That makes sense.
Anti-capitalism here.
What? Who?
But for real. Me?
You?
I told you I took back the communist flag.
You took it back. I didn't
We
know.
played capture the flag.
You were the communist for the longest time, don't you remember?
I didn't know he gave it to me. He said he took it back.
Oh yeah,
not that he
gave
took
it
it
to you. Yeah, for sure. He gave it
Sure.
to you.
Was he
Now
the
we're giving
anti-capitalist guy before I showed
you
up?
yeah, now we're giving you Big Dawg.
So I
You
get
the
to be
Big
the
Dawg flag.
horny, sex-driven
Uh-huh,
guy
yeah.
that doesn't care about any sort of.
I'm Nuremberg
Political
trial
climate.
guy.
You're
You're
no-
a horny sex drive guy. You're communist.
I'm second best
Communist,
guy, first best guy
intellectual,
on a good day.
thoughtful,
Whoa, I want to be
kind.
thoughtful. I can't. I'm too busy fucking.
Well,
One
she
thought.
is Tina, the one daughter. She's talking on the phone while Duffy listens, and this one-sided phone call is like painful to watch. She says, "I know."
That's kind
so
of funny.
so many. I know.
That was a joke.
Right? I know.
I think
Because
so
she did it
too.
3 times in a row, both times with a different reaction.
I know.
Like it's
Right?
definitely intentional. I think the thing that ruined the joke was Duffy. I think.
Because
Usually
here in a
does.
second, his mouth, he starts to actually talk to her, not like him narrating. And his mouth is animated on. And
It's a black line that enlarges to simulate talking, which is horrific when plastered onto an actual cat.
Yeah, it's like if you cut a slit in a piece of paper and you like
Yeah.
fold the paper where it opens up a little bit like that, and like you put it in front of your mouth, like in the news, like if you cut a newspaper and you did that and you were Robert Downey Jr. That's what they did for this cat.
no, you're supposed to do your hands the other way.
No.
Then you open them up.
They're
That's what it was
doing
like.
it's the same thing, the same bit as Cat from Outer Space, but it's amazing how that movie 40 years prior to this just blew it out of the water.
Oh, it's crazy.
I'll have to watch it.
40 years of technology, it just dwarfs a talking cat's production value.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, he does that, and he tells her that to check her computer. Like, that's what he needs to do.
He's mad.
But it's also the rules that he can only speak to her once ever. Like, that, who made that rule?
Who made that rule?
Cat-
And how
cat
how
God.
long is once? Like if I
Seems
never
to be
leave
like-
this room with this
yeah.
talking cat,
Seems to be like 45-second timer.
I think that's what it is.
It is. But yeah, like, you could carry on a conversation forever, and that's once.
Also, can you only talk to them if they're alone by themselves? Is it like a telepathy thing?
No, his mouth moved.
I know, but like,
I think he talks to them all at the end, doesn't he? Doesn't he have a big old everybody come around?
thank
gather
you for
one,
watching.
gather one, gather all.
Did like a fucking. It's still a Christmas movie, huh?
Well, that's his rule. And she's trying to tell her mom that the cat was talking, and the mom is so oblivious to like everything she's trying to say. And she starts to blame her own brother Trent for the cat debacle, and he's so confused. And she goes to her room and she checks her computer because that's what Duffy told her to do. And she sees a headline that Phil sold his company, Global Tech, and has retired. So now she's about to be the CEO of Global Tech. Like, there was like a job listing on the website.
Yeah, and that's what she's drawn to now.
Is
She just be
becoming
an entry-level
CEO?
CEO.
I don't think it was CEO. I think it was like an internship. It was learn how to code and make coffee.
It was, but it was like he's retiring and we need a new position for it. It like felt like it was like,
Well, it bought by Globe Tech or whatever. So she was gonna work for the company it'd been sold off to. but she just happened to see his big fucking face and is like, oh, that's a genius. And then when
His
she meets him,
humongous head.
this humongous, deformed,
Gross.
alien-like, larger
Yeah.
than life, because life shouldn't exist like that head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like a weird, dramatic laptop
I'm sorry,
scene,
guy.
most of this, because it's probably like 2.5
No.
minutes long of just her face as she reads this laptop.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, now you go
Important.
back to Phil's mansion, and he's sitting in his house in his bed, quoting Humphrey Bogart to Duffy, who's sitting on his bed too. And Duffy then talks back to him, saying he should take a walk in the woods and talk to someone.
Good idea,
Separate.
Duffy.
Separate things.
Yeah.
Not talk to somebody in the woods. Like walk in
Yeah.
the woods and talk to a therapist.
No,
Meet
same
meet
things.
Somebody.
And Phil tries to tell Chris about this, and he thinks he's going crazy after one day of retirement. And after he like talks to Chris and whatnot, Chris is like, "Okay, that cat's not talking." You get a shot of just heaven.
Oh yeah, that shit was crazy.
It's just like this beautiful like orange sky with just like the sun
Glowing.
behind a singular cloud glowing. I was like, "Is this
Weird.
heaven?" They used it
I
like
missed this.
they used it 3 times, Lucas.
3.
Maybe I just didn't think it was heaven then. They did reuse the shots. They do the Birdemic thing, the Velocipaster thing of you just didn't shoot enough B-roll, so you have to use everything over again.
That shot of the pool.
I don't know
over
if they
and
shot
over.
any
Criminal.
B-roll in this.
They shot 4 things of B-roll and they just used it over and over.
Yeah, but there's no way they drove from Oregon to like a beach in Southern California just for B-roll. They probably just had stock footage they bought.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Could be. Well,
And
Phil
then just
decides.
use it again and again.
Yeah, Phil decides he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go for a walk in the woods today, trying to convince himself that it was like his own idea, that it wasn't Duffy's.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, the woods are right across the street from me. That's crazy. I put the woods are right across the street from his California beach house.
Yeah.
Sick location.
He's on the beach.
Those trees look coniferous.
He did not say that, but if he did, I would have lost my mind.
Imagine.
Is that a deciduous tree? I do say.
That's not my usual varietal
do say.
palm. He was like mad.
So he kind of wanders through the forest. He's having a hard time because he's an overweight guy. He hasn't walked in probably months. But he stumbles upon this like lady's house, her backyard.
He sweats and pants his way through the woods to her house, and it's Susan's house.
It's Nicole Kidman.
It's Nicole fucking Kidman.
Run!
Out in the middle of the woods.
Before that, though,
This is a
Duffy.
tentacle. Grab the.
Make yourself look
the dog.
large.
Do not run
Yeah,
away
go ahead.
quickly. Stay facing her. Do not break eye contact. Make yourself large, and if she charges, get down in the fetal position. Cover the neck. She goes straight for the weak points.
Leave your neck open. Let yourself die quickly. It will be painful.
Maybe
She
she'll
will
turn
kill you no matter what. Yeah, just,
She'll turn you. Maybe she'll
She's
take
She's
mercy.
actually-
Morbius.
I was about to say maybe she'll help Chris out.
She's a Morbius. I forgot.
Yeah, we've already had
I
that.
know, but calling them a Morbius instead of a vampire, it's like saying like a bunch of Draculas, like plural, even though
That's
Dracula's
funny.
one guy.
Yeah, I have one that makes me laugh every time I say it now. Is instead of saying hamburger, I just say hamburger sandwich. Like I'll go to McDonald's and I'll say 2 cheeseburger sandwiches. Throws them off every time.
I
Do they
remember-
get mad ever?
No, they just think I'm a crazy weirdo. Psycho
That's fair.
fucking lunatic. Fuck
Playing
boy.
Psycho
Ah.
Ball. Oh my god.
There was one day
Is he growling?
in October, Carter came down to
I
Billings?
came down.
with his girlfriend Erin, and we went golfing that day. That's the day I shot like a 51 or something
I missed it.
on 9 holes.
On 18?
And no, not on 18. That would be crazy.
Damn.
That's a sub 3 on an 18
you
hole
rocked it.
course. Yeah, honestly. No, it was on 9 holes, but it was my best because it was only the second time I ever went. And that morning I was like, hey, I'm picking up drinks for us. You want Gatorades, you want sodas, you want waters, anything like that. So I got something. He's like, I'm stopping at McDonald's. You want any like anything for breakfast? I said, just give me a plain old egg McMuffin. And he's like, okay. But he didn't realize like just plain egg McMuffin just meant an egg McMuffin. So he like went to the drive-thru. He's like, hey, can I get a plain egg McMuffin? And the lady's like, how plain do you want it? He's like, I don't know, maybe without cheese. So I got an egg McMuffin without cheese.
That's
Hell
kind of
yeah.
your fault, though.
It kind of is, but
Should have
like,
said regular Egg McMuffin. Because saying plain, that's like, like a regular burger is all the regular burger stuff. But plain would be like no ketchup, no pickles,
just burger
no
and
cheese. Yeah.
burger and buns.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess no cheese. He was so confused.
Scared
I
about
was like,
it.
why didn't you text me about that? Like,
I was there.
but yeah, so before he sweats his way all up there too, Duffy has a talk with Trent, saying that his was like, he gave life advice to everybody, but mostly for Trent, he's like, I've got a magical collar buried under a hedge by my old owners. Yeah.
He's like, you're capable. You'll find your path in life, and you have to find my magic collar. if I'm about to die, remember this, son.
Your purpose is to find where my treasure is buried. It was he sounded fucking crazy.
He also, yeah, he
kind of
said
lead into it.
He kind of said, don't be hard on yourself, but mostly it was, I've got this magic collar that's hidden in a hedge in the woods 8 miles due north.
I think what had happened, I think Duffy was just sick of him after a little while, because he was like, you're being too hard on yourself, and he was like, I have no imagination. A talking cat. I have plenty of imagination. He's like, no, this is psychosis, son. And he's like, man, but maybe I am actually stupid. And he's like, no, you're being too hard on yourself. And he goes, no, you're a talking cat, aren't you? Like, he's not paying attention. Eventually, Duffy's like, all right, listen up. Due north of here, past the green bush that looks like a wall.
He can grab onto, yeah.
It's a side quest, but for you, it's a main quest because you're not built like the rest of these people.
He's not built different.
He's built too different.
No, yeah. So, yeah, Phil sweats his way up, and it's Susan's house, and they're totally going to fall in love, you can tell. And they talk about their kids and their homes and Humphrey Bogart movies.
Much like the Hottie and the Naughty, I kind of like this couple.
You liked Phil and Susan?
I got a little bit here.
Did you watch when he walked up to her place and like the sun was shining on his face? That one bead of sweat just streamed down his left cheek. Oh, I rewound it for Seth. I was like, watch how much he's sweating.
Method acting. He was actually very warm.
He died of heat stroke. That's how hot he was. He took his role very seriously.
Christian Bale got a tan for his upcoming movie. The greatest method actor alive.
Did you see all the laser pointers at least?
No.
What?
Oh, you didn't notice the laser pointers?
Where? Everywhere, dude. That's how they got the cats move around.
There were at least
really?
3
there were laser pointers everywhere.
There were at least 3.
Oh, no.
I think there were
Don't bring
4.
up the one part yet.
Okay.
I want Lucas's genuine reaction when we get to that part.
There were at least 3, but I think there were 4 that we pointed out where we saw a laser pointer that was used to get the cat's attention.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and they didn't cut it.
Not even a trained cat.
That and like little pieces of food too.
Like the one next to that collar at the end.
I saw some food scraps, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they talk, all about their homes, their kids, Humphrey Bogart movies. Like that Humphrey Bogart scene was so drawn out. They're like, oh, don't you love Humphrey? What's your favorite line from a movie by Humphrey Bogart?
Trying to like show off a little bit of film knowledge and doing it in a terrible way.
I also put a question
here. What
Is
about the love
Chris
story?
Not actually Phil's son?
It's because I said something stupid.
You did say something.
I said something stupid about, what was it?
Because it was him and them talking together, and he's like, oh, yeah.
She was like, I've never been married. And he was like, oh, me neither. Chris's mother left him with me forever. And I was like, what an awkward way to say that. Like, is she dead? Did she just drop him off? Is that even your son? Who is this kid? His mother left it, but who's the mother? Who's your relation to? Yeah, it was just a desperate mom doing a Grinch style, leaving a baby at a rich person's house.
To give him a better life.
Yeah, which I mean, kudos to her.
I guess.
I don't know. It's tough. Like,
and him.
To Chris.
No,
to Chris.
We wouldn't give him credit.
Well, Duffy, as they talk, he's sitting in there in awe because of like how good he is at setting people up. And now you get to see Chris is tutoring Franny. And he thinks she isn't trying as hard as she can, but she wants to swim with him.
I want to swim. Sorry, I'm thinking of something weird right now.
Let me swim right now.
What is that?
There's just somebody with a lisp.
Oh, all right.
Lucas and I, when we lived together, used to always do a person with a lisp character, but they could only really ever say Plaque Theriathis.
I think that was you.
That was mostly me.
Black psoriasis. That's pretty funny.
Lucas just has the Irish Terminator.
Irish Terminator.
Oil be back.
That's pretty good. Doesn't sound very angry, but it's good.
Oil be back. Bring me Lucky Charms. That's Irish
Right.
people. That's Irish
Right.
Terminator.
Well,
It's all Irish people care about.
Chris gets too afraid to go swimming, and Duffy's now talking to Chris about how he is afraid of swimming, and if he's afraid of something, just go for it. Like, he's telling him, go for it. And it's also like a metaphor for jumping into a thing with Franny as well. Like, he's a little afraid to commit to, like, asking her out or anything. But he gives him some wide words of advice. And now you get back to the wood house, Susan's house, and it is so fucking blue.
It's so blue.
Her house?
Yeah. I don't know if they just put like a blue lens on the camera.
Color graded it wrong.
It was so blue.
It was horrible.
This is where
you first see the laser pointer. Like
This
the
is where-
whole movie, we're like, we've probably seen the laser pointer. The red contrasted on the blue. You're like, oh my god, it's right there. It's everywhere.
I missed it.
I noticed it first on one of the stinky shoes where like they made the cat walk up on the shoes and smell it or something. And then you noticed it somewhere like out by the pool.
Yeah, it was on like somebody's hand or something.
And you were like, is that a laser pointer? And Marina like, we both noticed that earlier. But in this
That's
blue
hilarious.
room, the cat jumps up. You're like, oh my god, that is for sure a laser pointer.
Oh yeah.
And it's such a blue house. And Susan's telling her kids that she has a big event tomorrow where she can make so much money and get them a new life. And so what they're going to do is do this big catering job or something.
Yeah, she's catering to the Sims toy company again. But if it goes well and if the company gets enough investment, I think if they get enough money, they will offer her like a full-time position.
Correct.
Because right now she's just like a freelancing caterer.
It's Susan's catering and family party.
It was a verbose, like way too long for a catering for any company,
No,
let alone
so
a catering company.
Cool cross stitch.
It was Susan's Pantries coming right at you fast, gonna eat your ass. With the full name.
Brought to you by Big Dawg.
Brought to you by Big Dawg.
Well, yeah, so she's going to get into this big old thing, but Phil is at home talking to his financial advisor. And
assumedly.
This is the next day. No, he does say it's his financial advisor.
Does he? Okay.
He's like, hey, financial advisor, like on the phone.
What's up, the police? Who says that when they're answering the phone like naming professions?
Picks up the, good morning, Pope.
Hello, doctor. Me after breaking my arm.
That hot doctor.
Oh my god.
Big Dawg would have done dirty things.
I might have to break my arm again and go back.
To go see her.
Yeah, dude, she was bad. And I'm Big Dawg now, so I can say that shit.
Yeah.
It's fine, mostly.
A little sexist, but
What? To break my arm to go see somebody?
no,
That's
just to say,
sexist? You're
just to
just
say
insane.
she's bad.
That's not. No. Because you can say it about men too. I just don't because I'm, I'm not gay.
Trent was kind of bad.
Trent was bad, actually. I
Yeah,
take
take
it
it
back.
back.
Yeah.
Trent was pretty bad.
Trent
Phil,
was bad.
Phil was good.
Phil was, yeah.
I mean,
I
he's-
guess, yeah.
In that sense, he was very good.
In that context, at least the opposite of bad.
Yeah, he was the best. Well, yeah. So he's
Sorry, I had
talking-
a stroke.
No, you didn't have a
What?
stroke. I heard
He
all that
did.
talk.
I heard it.
He did.
He did.
Well, Phil's on the phone. Yeah, he picks up the phone. He's like, hello, financial advisor. He decides to invest in a toy company, Sims Toy Company, before his walk in the woods that day. And you get this scene of just a car, like this Toyota, driving up a fucking mountain. I was like, who is driving this mountain?
That was my question. I said, who the fuck is even driving?
My note is, who's driving this car up a fucking mountain? Pretty much exactly.
Yeah.
And out of the car steps Susan.
So this is where we get proof that they did actually have to shoot at least some of the B-roll footage because they got the same car driving
Yeah.
on the switchbacks and then like her
It's just a
coming out of it.
choice to only shoot for half an hour, I guess.
Or they got really lucky.
She drove up a fucking mountain, and Phil lives on the beach, which means his walk through the woods is up a goddamn mountain to her house.
Yeah, and
It's like an 8-mile hike.
totally
No
different
wonder he was
states.
sweating. To totally different state, yeah.
Different climates,
Well, she gets out of the car.
socioeconomic groups.
All
Sorry.
of the above. And she gets out of the car, and her
Different
and Tina
politics.
start fighting over cheese
Especially
puffs
politics.
and feeding the cat.
The fuck
But
is
mostly
a cheese puff
cheese
either?
puff.
This is a lot of a cheese puff based in this movie. Do you guys know what that is?
It looks like a wonton
It's like-
mostly.
It's like the crux of the movie is the cheese puff debacle,
Yeah,
and
have
I
you
don't
ever
know
heard
what
of
that
this?
is.
That's
I
a
thought she
David-
was baking Cheetos in an oven.
That's what I
didn't know
thought.
too.
Cheese puffs was its
That-
own fucking
The
food.
cheese puff debacle is one of David Dakota's most popular films.
I bet. It seems to be like a pastry, but instead of sweet, it's cheesy.
Yes.
Essentially, it's a wonton with cream cheese, but you bake it instead of frying it.
You puff it.
You
That's
puff it.
crazy.
Or you've been to 1889 in Missoula, right?
Nope.
Oh, you haven't. Never mind. There's an appetizer called a butterfly because it they don't give free bread, but you can buy.
What?
Yeah, it's an $8 appetizer where it's a bunch of like artisanal butters with different kinds of bread that you can cut up and use.
It's actually
Not a bad idea.
pretty fucking outrageous. It's not free.
Yeah, a bunch of artisanal different butters and like a baguette that you can cut up and try. But in there are 3 like little cheesy buns, and they're just like you bite into it and it's just like cheese and air. It's like
Or the cheese buns from 5 on Black. Maybe that's what a cheese puff.
Oh
is.
yeah, 5 on black. 5 on
5 on
black.
Black.
5 on black. 5 on black. There's a 5 on black in Billings.
What was that? What
Hell
was that
yeah.
song?
There's a song I made up about 5 on black.
When?
You just like
A while
5
ago.
years ago,
What?
6 years ago, and it just keeps going up. So at some point, you're like,
I lived with you 6 years
5
ago.
on black. 5 on black. 5
Yeah,
on.
they love it.
black.
You're just doing vocal
5
warm
on
ups
black. Yeah, pretty much.
with 5 on Black. Okay.
But yeah, she's making cheese puffs.
Yes.
Cheese puffs. She
Sorry,
pulls
that
it
was
out of the
loud.
oven without oven mitts. Did you guys see that?
Yes. The stupid. She's like,
Oh, we caught that.
I
Both
think
of us started
like,
freaking
bitch.
out. It's hot.
Because Phil he's walking over to her and almost gets run over by this like maniac driver on the bridge, and she invites him in
Yeah,
for
this
water.
guy going 15 miles an hour, and he's walking off the sidewalk on the road instead, and she's.
This man always drives crazy. But yeah, he comes in when he's trying to ask her on a date when the cheese puffs go off. She opens the oven. She's like, "Do not touch these. These are super hot." And just
Yeah,
grabs them
she's-
with her bare. I was
Yeah.
livid.
So mad. Well, even because she hands them to him.
Yeah.
That's the
She's
the next thing that happens. She hands
Well,
them to
he-
him.
Straight
Yeah,
out. Can
he
you hold these
reacts
for a
to-
second?
He thinks that they're hot, like a real actor should, and drops the pan because they're scalding hot.
You can definitely like build up a heat tolerance, especially working service and
Yeah,
shit. Like you're
but
grabbing
not
hot
like
plates,
that.
but you cannot. Yeah, out of assume it, like 350-degree oven.
Yeah, baking, yeah.
minimum probably.
Yeah.
There's no way you're grabbing that shit unless it was in there for 40 seconds.
Because I do know like a bunch of cooks will test like steaks by their hand, like the
Oh, yeah,
thumb,
yeah.
like the finger rule or whatnot. And they'll
Rare, mid-rare, medium.
Yeah, and they'll just like grab the steak and flip it with their hands or something. But out of the fucking oven, just a metal like no, chill
Yeah.
out.
So he does drop it because he sees that Duffy, I almost called him Buffy, that Duffy is at their house. He goes, "Whoa, Duffy's here. My guy."
Is that a
Drops
fucking
the scalded
cat?
pan.
But he dropped it with a lid on, and the way he dropped it looked like it landed
Duffy,
probably
my
just
guy.
upright. So like
Yeah.
all those cheese puffs, they aren't like bad. You just have to rearrange them in the thing.
But,
But she is
Susan
freaking out.
says they're ruined. Yeah.
Yeah. She's trying to kick Phil out, and she's trying to have Tina make more cheese puffs. But Tina recognizes Phil, and she's like, "I want to talk to him, and I'm going to make more cheese puffs in your kitchen because you got 2 ovens.
He's
We
down.
can make double."
He was down.
Yeah, he was, but she's like, "No, you can't cook in strangers' homes." And Phil, he leaves, and she catches up to him without her mother's permission, and she's over at his place, hands him a flash drive, and he makes a deal to help like tune up her algorithm for her new like website or whatnot if he can have some of these cheese puffs.
Bunch of technology buzzwords.
What a doofus.
The jargon on this wasn't as bad as a lot of our space kind of films were, though.
Oh no, but they were like,
Or war films. Anytime you're in like a submarine or something, they're always like Mach 5 to 810. You're like, whoa.
This was
slow
just
down.
poorly attempted jargon.
yeah, it was too generic to apply to anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like email security. I don't know.
I need the encryption to pass the algorithm. I've already placed in the factors of binomials. I'm like, okay, good maths. Yeah.
He's in there.
It was silly goose territory.
He loves the deal, though. Yeah, he's going to help us if he can get more cheese puffs. And Chris is at the pool in his swim trunks, freaking out, trying to attempt to get into the pool when Trent shows up and just immediately is like, hey, can I swim in this pool? And just jumps in.
Yeah, because Trent's supposed to be looking for Tina.
Yes.
Gets distracted immediately. Dies.
He's a
No.
dumb idiot. Yeah.
He is a dumb. No, he doesn't die because he's a dumb idiot. He's just
No,
a
but
dumb
he jumps
idiot.
in the
will.
pool because he's a dumb idiot.
He used to be a lifeguard, though. And Chris is like,
So he could swim.
Yeah.
He got the job as a lifeguard to swim. Just fucking swim more. You don't have to be a lifeguard. You actually spend
Moron.
less time in the water as a lifeguard.
True.
What an
Want access
asshole.
to the public pool.
But Chris is like, oh shit, can you teach
My
me how
mom's
to
a
swim?
caterer. We can't swim in public.
He teaches him how to swim. And I loved the scene of Chris trying to swim because it was literally only like doggy paddling. He was like, look at me,
You
I'm
gotta
doing
start
it.
somewhere.
He was stoked. That's true. That's still all I can do.
Only doggy paddle?
No, that's not true. I do the other things, but just like poorly. And
Mm.
basically, it's like doggy style doing it in the style of freestyle or backstroke. Like
You-
it all looks like doggy style branched out. You know what I mean?
You could be a good swimmer because
Doggy paddle. Sorry. Good God.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Doggy
Sorry, that
style.
was not intentional. That is not my character. I'm just fucking
I'm just,
stupid.
I'm just backstroking doggy style.
Big Dawg.
God damn. No, I'm just a dumb idiot.
Backstroking big doggy style.
I'm gonna go jump in a pool because I'm so stupid and distracted.
You could be a good swimmer with how long your arms
I
are.
am a good swimmer, just not,
Technically.
traditionally good.
Mm. See, because like Lucas is 6'5", but his wingspan is only 6'5". Like it's not longer than his arms.
I think I'm only 6'4".
Or even.
Oh, you
I
are?
don't even have a. Yeah, I've got really short arms. I might even be like a 6'3"
I think-
wingspan or something.
I think your arms are longer than your height.
Look at my wings,
I am.
Brandon. No, you're not. Thank you.
But like I'm
Mine-
5'7" with a 5'8". That doesn't help swimming at all.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Carter could.
Yeah, Carter's got like a 7-foot wingspan at 6'1" or whatever.
No,
he is.
he's 5'11" with like a 6'2", 6'3" wingspan.
Give or take.
Take.
You will
He
take
took
every
his
day.
arms.
That's the worst part about playing basketball. Is the normal people I play with are you, Carter, or Lucas, and you guys are 5'11" with
We always
6'3",
take.
6'5" with 6'4" wingspan, and 6'4" with probably 6'6" wingspan.
Get shit on.
All of you guys just block the shit out of me every time, and I'm sick and tired of it.
So you broke my arm about it?
No, that was David.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's freaking out swimming, and
Hey.
Susan shows up at Phil's, and she is furious because the investors declined her because she didn't have her cheese puffs. And Susan even shuts down Phil's attempts to ask her out, and everything is ruined.
Yeah, because she's like fumingly mad at everyone. He's like, this might not be the best time, but you want to go get a drink sometime? What the fuck, Bill? She did say that.
That was a bold time to do that.
You should calm down, and you should get dinner with me. The fuck?
You want to hang out
From this
sometime?
ogre?
Are you asking me out?
So, did I mention I'm a billionaire? Oh shit!
A billionaire ogre.
My investors don't matter anymore if he's a billionaire. Like, she never has to work again. She could just make cheese puffs for him.
It's true. It's
But-
true, Dan.
Everything's ruined. Duffy has one last shot to fix everything, and he must talk to Susan. And Chris and Phil using Tina's software to help them. Her software was to pick out an outfit.
We get a montage of them because they need to scan a bunch of outfits into the database. We get a couple-minute long montage of them scanning their clothes.
So it was like 4 minutes.
So
of them.
boring.
What was the tool that they had to scan things in?
It's like
Who
a
knows?
bedside
It
reading
was, I was
lamp.
gonna say it was like a book reading lamp, but it scanned things.
This
'Cause,
the
like,
blue laser pointer.
All she brought over was a
The hard
flash
drive,
drive.
yeah.
They
flash
didn't
drive.
bring this tool. Like, when did the fuck did they make this thing?
It's ridiculous.
Did you notice, Lucas? It was accidentally in time with the music when they were scanning too.
No, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
It was
I'm
like
sure
a
it was
build-up.
purposeful, maybe.
Scanned it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scanned it.
and
The
then like
jazzy soundtrack that goes around with it.
there was like only 2 or 3 times it did it in time, and then the rest of it was like, oh, that was a complete accident because the rest of these are not in time now.
There
That's
were so
great.
many slide whistles in it too.
Oh my god! For what fucking reason?
Whimsy.
Did somebody fall down one of those waterfall bee slides you had? It's the only time you need a slide whistle.
What they're doing is they're picking out outfits for Susan and Franny, though. Like, Phil's been shut down. He's like, I should pick out an outfit for her. Like, at least Chris still has a shot with Franny. He was immediately just shut down. He's like, I need an outfit.
He does have a shot because my next note here is the gayest kid on earth swims with a hottie.
No. Oh, yeah, him. Yeah, he does. Because, yeah, Franny's impressed at his clothes. They're like, we're going to study. And he's like, you want to swim first? Seth was like, why did you get all dressed up if you're going to swim first?
So something's different about you. What he's just trying to pass. That's funny.
He's just wearing regular jeans and a button-up with a belt. He's not wearing a see-through blouse
He's,
with
like,
the
standing up
tightest skinny
straight.
jeans.
my exact note was Aztecian build.
He's standing up straight.
Oh man, I think he successfully swims with her though. Well, not really. They just like
They
hang
just
out with their
sit.
feet in the water.
They sit in the water, yeah. And
Which
he's
they
so
could have
impressed.
done all along.
She's impressed. They
And
go
there's
swimming
clearly
to-
parts of the pool that aren't 9 feet deep. You could
Yeah,
just
they
hang
could have
out
just
in.
sat there. Something's different about you. I don't know what.
Yeah, but then tragedy strikes.
Duffy gets run over by that maniac driver.
I can't believe you just said that so casually, man. Watching that was
Duffy
a
gets
fucking
hit.
fever dream. And you're just like, he gets hit by a fucking car. You're just, yeah, so Duffy gets hit.
That's my note. Is Duffy gets hit. Yeah.
Brandon doesn't even care. Yeah, it happened.
Yeah, and then whoever
Oh,
discovered him
God.
called Franny for some reason to say, "Hey, your friend's cat got hit by his car. You get a."
Yeah, she was supposed to be
right
cat
away."
sitting.
Wait, who called Franny?
One of her
I
friends.
don't know. Yeah,
I thought it was.
the
No, I
laptop
think it was.
girl.
I think Tina called Franny.
Yeah,
Because at this
Tina.
point, they don't know that Franny and Tina are friends. Chris doesn't know. So she says, my friend who's been cat sitting this cat, basically.
Oh, I thought
Yep.
she said Franny was supposed to be cat sitting the cat. I was
No,
like,
no, no.
Where has she
She was
been the
saying
whole
the
time?
friend she's on the
Cat.
phone with is
It's-
like, they've been taking care of this cat lately, and it's Tina who's been taking care of this cat because they don't know
Sure.
if it's theirs.
Yeah.
And Chris doesn't know that Tina and Franny are friends. They don't know they've been talking, saying, I know.
Yeah, well,
Cat.
That's the
but
best bit of
why-
writing.
But why would Franny need to rush down there as a friend of the cat sitter?
It's not her. I thought it was gonna be her cat, honestly, but it wasn't.
Like, I thought that too for a sec. Yeah.
But yeah, so he gets run over. Franny hears about it. They all rush to the scene at Sarah's house, and Duffy
This
looks
is-
perfectly fine. He just has an ace
He's
bandage
some
wrap on his head.
bandages.
It's just
Yeah,
loose
he is
gauze.
totally fine.
It's just loose gauze. It's just an ace
He's
wrap
got
on
a
his head.
bonnet. Take it off.
It's pretty hilarious too when they are all deciding to go see Duffy, because Phil gets around there. He's like, "Man, this cat has spoken to all of us. He's a huge part of all of our lives. We have to go be there for him." This fucking cat.
And everybody rejoices except for Susan. She's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "No, he talked to us."
Oh, for real? He
Yeah,
did.
for real. Yeah, because like everybody, they're like, well, then it's Trent's moment. He's like, I heard about this magic collar in the woods. You
Oh
guys
my
want to help
God.
me find it?
Yeah, maybe it will save him. What the fuck is this?
So everyone works together. Susan's so lost, and they find the collar just sitting. It wasn't like it was just in the middle of the ground, like on a rock,
A fucking cat?
on a rack.
It's Jinjo.
Jinjo. Yeah, the collar was just in the woods on a rack.
He's so cute. A rack
Yeah.
on a rock.
And they find it. They put the collar on him, and when they do,
Put
he
a
just starts
collar
to,
on a healthy cat.
The
They
most
put a collar-
disgusting collar in the world.
Yeah, you said it looked like the Jesus crown of thorns.
I did say that. I did say that.
Interesting imagery. It's
It was just twigs.
Oh, that was
What a-
intentional.
what a shitty climax of the movie is you put that's like the ending set piece of this movie is they put a magic collar on a fucking sick cat.
And what he does is he shoots.
But did you see that green orb?
The fireworks and the green slime ball that came out of it?
There's like a soul that left.
The cat from outer space said it with like an epic flying
Don't spoil
acrobatics
it.
climax. And this ends with putting the collar on a sick cat.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's a pretty fitting climax for the rest of
It's
what
just- it's
happened
just
in the
such a-
movie.
Yeah, such a soft fart of an ending.
The whole
Well,
movie was kind of...
Yeah, he's back to normal. All the people rejoice, and Duffy narrates what is going on in everyone's life later. You're like, is this like a Sandlot? Like, it's kind of like a Coach Carter thing.
Is.
Well, I'm hopeful. Yes, I am hopeful for today.
Good song.
Duffy.
Who is that?
That's the Coach Carter.
Yeah.
I don't know who sings that though. Lucas, you know?
Not a clue.
Yeah, well, it's like Phil and Susan are together now. Phil and Tina are work partners. Franny and Chris are like still swimming together. And Trent's just trying to figure out his life. Like,
Hasn't gotten any closer.
yeah, he's like, and these guys are just kind of trying to figure it out, but at least they showed like Chris and Franny swimming together, so it shows a connection. They never even showed Trent. And that's the end to La Cucaracha. Don't you remember that?
Yeah, La Cucaracha starts playing.
Yeah. But then there are some after credit scenes of Duffy just being a cat to the itsy bitsy spider. What a weird choice there. And yeah, that's the end of the cat from outer space.
That was my last note. Just play me out. La Cucaracha comes on. Play me out, Johnny.
Lucas is clapping for a cat from outer space.
Usually am.
A talking
That's
cat.
how he tricks himself into clapping.
Yeah.
He's thinking about another movie.
Have to get there.
What he does in bed, what he does on the podcast, he thinks about another movie to finish.
Yeah.
You're right.
Big Dawg doesn't have to do that.
Way to steal my joke, Brandon.
You need to shave.
I know. Whatever.
All right.
What the fuck? That came out of nowhere. Nobody knows.
I just imagined you rubbing your chin.
It's out of pocket.
I know, and you can hear it rustling. It was a little out of pocket. It's fair. I need to shave really badly. But also, what the hell, man?
Okay.
We're like being friends, talking about anything but that.
We're talking about Big Dawg.
Yeah.
Talking about pussy weight earlier.
Let's talk about that. Don't talk about how shitty I look right now.
You look way better than Phil does.
Does not make me feel better.
That's not a compliment, yeah.
I could be anywhere from 2 to 10.
Yeah.
10 times better than what Phil looks is
You're
still
in
a
there.
2 on this scale.
Yeah. I'm there.
All right. It's quotes, ratings, and reviews time. Should we do it?
Do what?
Quotes,
to
ratings,
it.
and reviews. Do it to it.
How
Put your
about this
back
time?
into it.
Let's start with our quotes first.
Wow.
I think this
That's
time
fucking off the wall.
we don't do any of it.
Well, no. That's
See
stupid.
ya.
I wanted to have a bigger idea than he had.
Good night.
Postmodern.
Love you, bye.
It's so postmodern. It's crazy.
Like
No,
Sopranos
insane.
ending.
Yeah.
Cut off mid. Damn it, he was breathing.
That's what my parents say. Just kidding. They love me.
I spent
Damn it, he's
9
funny.
months.
That was the
9
best-
months waiting for you to come out. Like, oh, please be a stillborn. Please be a stillborn. Fingers crossed the whole time. Damn it, he's breathing.
I don't want to meet this fucker.
Jesus Christ.
We don't need to sync the audio yet. Oh God, that was rough. There were so many moments where we tried to pause in there.
Oh, I was counting. my
We?
quotes up.
Oh, good thinking.
I have 5, by the way.
You only have 5? I think I have 15.
I have 6. 15 quotes is a bit.
I have 16.
I have 16.
You guys are crazy.
Lucas, just do all of yours. So we'll do
You
it.
guys are crazy. You'll see. You're going to hear these quotes and be like, I should have written that down.
Okay, I'll do all of mine then.
Deal.
I've decided I'll do all of mine. So first is from Susan, the catering mom. At the very beginning, she says, "Our clients deserve a toe-free appetizer," when she's in search of her shoes. That one of your guys's?
That's one of the stats. He has
I got the first
whole,
half of it.
the
We'll do
whole
it,
thing.
yeah.
So he'll do the rest of it.
At the end of the movie, near the end, when they're talking about Macbeth for some reason in the pool, the girl says Macbeth and his lady wouldn't have been a lot more ambitious if they had a pool to lounge in, and she's absolutely right. That's what's wrong with Macbeth. This one's from Duffy.
The only thing.
If you couldn't tell from this upcoming quote, he says, "I'm Duffy. I'm the human whisperer."
Damn it!
Did you say McDuffie?
He did.
Oh shit, Macbeth.
Like, I thought it was like a
MacGruber
Simpsons thing.
Oh,
No, Macduff is the guy in. He's the anti-Macbeth.
yeah.
So he
He's the
squares off
anti-hero
with
in
at
the
the
film.
end.
Yeah.
It's still a beer in The Simpsons. Isn't
Hi,
it?
my
came from
name
a
is
C-section.
Duffy. Hi, my name is Duffy, and I am a human whisperer. It's so great.
Here's also from Duffy. I think what's Susan, the love interest? She goes to the cat and she goes, "I like you, Duffy," and he goes, "Well, the cats like you too." Clearly,
Ugh.
One of us has that too.
hitting on the girl. This is from the daughter Tina. When Phil is talking to Susan and she walks in, she goes, "Who's this guy?" I thought that was funny. Two more. Oh, what last one right here? It's from Duffy when he's being rather poetic. He goes, "Cheese puffs wafting across the pool deck, two families enjoying each other's gifts. Yes, things are working out much better."
The fuck? All
And
right.
that's it for me.
And Susan wasn't even there.
I think he only took one of mine. I think he took two of yours. So
All right, so I'll read 7.
we'll do each do 7.
All right. Oh. Guys, should have written down the names for all these. I'll have to think about them. This is like the very beginning. Phil looks at his tree with shoes and he says, "What was I thinking? This thing is hideous." Fucking move it. Also kind of counteracts what he said later about somebody else had designed the house.
Yeah, he was like,
he
somebody
said-
else. It's their love. That's like their interest. Not
I'll
mine.
take it.
Yeah. I would take the tree with shoes for scientific reasons, not for
For Big
personal
Dawg
reasons.
I just want the shoes mostly.
That's gonna fuck that tree.
I'm gonna fuck the tree. Listeners, cover your ears.
As we play a 5-minute audio, it's just fucking the tree.
I'm doing it. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
No.
That's the
We're
pause.
pausing for the
That's
5-minute
the
audio
pause.
of me.
So I know where to insert
Getting
the
bark
audio
burn.
file of him talking to the tree.
good.
Will you lower me saying bark burn when you edit this?
You said bark burn.
So this one's when he sits down and he says, "Vroom, vroom, beep, beep," and he sits in the half Volkswagen, half couch. And he says, "Why do you always do that, Dad?"
You used to love that as a kid.
Is that what he says?
Yeah.
I was just like, he always does this? Like every time he comes home.
Yeah, oh, he definitely does.
I'm in the fucking car.
This guy lives his bits. Sure.
I'm in me
The
mom's
ultimate
car.
commitment.
Vroom vroom.
Why do you always do that, Dad?
Get out me car.
Ugh. This one's just a boring quote. "Yeah, I did see that cat. That one." His dad goes, "Yeah, me too." The full version of Lucas's quote: "Has anyone seen my shoes? I've got to start setting up at the Sims cocktail party, and they're not going to want to see my toes." They're our best customers. They deserve toe-free appetizers.
Yeah.
I only wanted to write down that they're not going to want to see my toes. I was like, calm down. You'll find the
Yeah,
shoes.
you didn't even know that the toe-free appetizer was a part of that quote.
Well, it's just
I mean, if I saw a caterer in flip-flops, I'd be grossed out.
that's fair, I
Anti-foot
guess.
fetish.
It's just the implication that she would even think about going there barefoot if she couldn't find the shoes. They don't
She
want to
wouldn't-
see my toes.
She wouldn't wear like another shoe, like a tennis shoe or something.
It's just a weird threat. Oh, would you guys stop fighting and help me find my shoes? Otherwise, I won't feed you this week.
Yeah, that's a good threat.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you said. Good threat.
Good thread.
Good threat.
I like cats. Cats like you too.
Oh,
You already did that one, but
Horny.
horny ass cat. Oh my god. This is Phil and Duffy. Duffy says meow, and Phil goes, "Well, that sure was random." The cat meowing, boss man. It's not that big a
He
deal.
was supposed to say anything else. Whoa, that was random.
Lay random.
Fucking it was 2013, so that's fair. That was in that era. Maybe he was ahead of his time.
Zeitgeist.
You can't just say zeitgeist.
You can't just say that.
It made me laugh, but it's not going to fly with everybody else listening. Last one for now, I think. This is after they're telling Trent to take that toy internship, and he says, toys and stuff is for people with imagination and creative type stuff. Maybe the most
and word type stuff.
It might be the most nonsensical movie line I've heard since joining as a recurring guest.
Oh my god! And the Leprechaun said some crazy shit.
I know, and that's still.
We started watching Leprechaun 4 today.
You didn't want to branch out anymore.
We started watching Doll Man last week instead of It's a Wonderful Life.
Well, Doll Man's great.
Yeah.
Seth was saying that he's looking back on Doll Man, kind of like a staple of this podcast. He's like, I think I rated that too
Doll Man
low.
whips.
It is my first one that I wanted to rate higher, besides Mel, that I want to give like a 10, but that like objectively doesn't count. You know, I know we all love Mel.
There are some parts of Doll Man that are pretty genuinely actually good.
Yeah, I went too low. It's just funny. I hated the main character so much. I think that's why I went so low. Sorry, maybe Brandon, you should read your quotes before I keep talking about Doll Man.
We're closing on 2 hours. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
First one is freaking Chris talking to Franny on the phone, and he just goes, "You know, of me tutoring of you, yeah."
He's kind of like a Michael Cera type figure, like trying to paint him.
Oh yeah,
a little bit.
Let's see. No, we're not pausing. Next.
No,
yes, we are.
Connect with Seth.
Oh.
I've got one. I think it was right after the toes thing, maybe. It's Oh wait.
That was a joke just for Lucas.
I don't know what the no payment necessary, you know. Oh, this is him. You do need to chill out.
It's so good.
What are you doing?
We're doing like a wrong thing.
Were you trying to touch hands but through the screen?
We did a meet cute.
I shushed him. I put my finger on his lips.
But with love.
And Brandon's right here. I could have done it now. In person.
And you chose not to.
I chose not to deliberately.
Oh,
yeah, sorry, go ahead, Brandon.
Yeah, what were you saying?
I have no clue the context on this. No payment necessary, you know.
No shoes, no shirt, no service.
Yeah. What
That's
does that even mean?
That's during the phone
She was going to
call.
say, yeah, my parents can't pay you. He's like, oh, don't worry, no shoes. He's just kind of going.
No shirt, no service.
Yeah. He's doing word association, but it sounds like he's saying you don't have to pay as long as you're naked.
Yeah. This is one Tina talking to her mom. Hey mom. Hey mom, and the mom immediately goes, and no, you can't go to business college. You're too smart and brilliant.
Do you have the part where Trent runs in after too?
No.
Because he comes in with no context, has not heard a single word of this conversation. Are you bugging mom about business college again? Like, does he not talk about anything?
Special relationship.
Do they not know that you could just say college? Like business college?
Business college.
But she was like, also, you're too smart and brilliant. Shouldn't that be someone that goes to business college?
She says too smart and brilliant for her own good because they can't.
Yeah. They
can't
can't afford
to pay
it
for her college.
Sure.
Because I thought the same thing at first, but yeah.
Hi, my name is Duffy, and I'm a human whisperer. This is Duffy just being a jerk. Who told you to stop rubbing my ears?
Oh my god, yes. He's about to get violent.
This is a quote. Yum 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 yum.
He's eating the food.
He did it and then he would go, meow, yum yum yum.
They did not need that.
At least Jake the cat said like, "Ooh, tuna, my favorite."
He did say that, yeah. This is Jake talking to Tina. There's something you don't know, which is I'd really like you to look at your beeping machine.
That's what he calls
he's talking.
The computer.
Computers,
yeah.
Everything. That's when he's talking like my brother.
And this is my last one for now, and then maybe we can take a break.
I just took a break.
This switch. I would love to go swimming with you, but I don't think we should break client tutor privileges. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That just happened.
Yeah. We'll all shush each other.
Yeah, we'll all shush each other. All right.
It's our new 5. Yeah.
Collaborate and listen.
We don't really need to count down to pause. Like I was counting down. I was like, wait a minute, I could just.
That's why
stop
I was
it.
like Xing it.
You do that all the time though. It doesn't help.
I thought you were just dancing.
Dancing. Random dance party.
Random
Just like
dance.
Emma Roberts. No, that's Amanda Bynes.
How?
Yep.
Hey, Big Dawg.
Emma Roberts was all that though, right?
I don't know. Hey,
like,
Big Dawg.
I don't know her yet.
We're not on the. You don't have to call me that. We're not recording.
I know, but like.
Do you want your beer?
No, I have finished mine.
Holy shit!
All right, I think I'm ready.
Wait, I have to ask Big Dawg a question.
Just call me by my name.
No, because this is a question only for Big Dawg.
Okay.
How much do you think Andre Drummond ravaged Jeanette McCurdy's pussy?
Oh no.
I think pound for pound.
Best pound for pound fighter in the world.
Jeanette McCurdy's pussy.
Yeah, she's like 4'7".
No.
That might be the worst thing we've ever said.
Jeanette McCurdy's pussy.
Hey,
The best pound for pound fighter in the world. I mean, you've just started getting into UFC, so.
Yeah, so I do understand what I'm saying.
Stephen Bonner died. Did you see that?
I did. I found out his name was not Stephen Boner this day.
Damn.
Just right now? Like 3 seconds
No,
ago you
when
found
they were
it. Oh,
talking
okay.
about it, yeah.
Wait, is he the guy that caused the government to close a few years ago?
No, he was a UFC fighter.
That was Ted Cruz.
There was a Bonner in this. A Bonner involved.
Stephen Bonner
Probably
was
Ted
on.
Cruz, too, though.
Stephen
Bonner
Bonner was
Party.
on the first season of The Ultimate Fighter, which is like a reality show that brought people.
I know the Ultimate Fighter.
Okay, and he was in the championship fight with Forrest Griffin. Forrest Griffin ended up winning, but Stephen Bonner still got a UFC deal. And it really brought the UFC into the limelight. Like he is one of the main reasons why it is what it is today. Is him and Forrest Griffin with Dana White. So it's sad to see him go. Some heart complication or something.
Mm.
You see, Twitch killed himself.
Who?
Twitch. He was the DJ for the Ellen Show, but he first made a name on So You Think You Can Dance. He was like runner-up on season 8 or something.
That makes sense. That's probably why he killed himself.
That's what a lot of people said. But it's very
Jesus
sad.
Christ. Don't post that anywhere.
Yeah,
I'm
he
saying that
probably
to
had
like 2
depression.
friends. Probably.
But yeah, super sad. Super sad shit.
Good
I
for
want to
him.
get back into it.
Yeah, let's get back into it. We'll talk about
I
pussy
know.
when we start. All right.
Soprano C.
1, 2, 3, play.
I accidentally kind of clapped in there.
You got the clap
All
because
right.
Big Dawg just keeps fucking.
That's
I'm so sweaty in here right now. Like the sweatiest part of my body isn't like pits or anything. It's like in my chest divot.
yeah.
Oh.
Mine's all in my brain and my arms. Mostly my.
Jesus Christ! Calm down. I was just touching your arm. Let me touch your brain.
I thought you were gonna tickle me. To be fair.
To be fair,
To be fair.
I don't know what that's from.
Letterkenny.
I feel like Pokemon drunk and dehydrated with the heat and everything, but I think I'm getting used to it.
We're better than
They can
Pokemon
perform
was.
under that pressure.
We
now.
have to go another 50 minutes to reach Pokemon. So finish your quotes.
Okay.
Do it.
As you're like scanning for your phone.
Scanning.
Mr. President.
This is Tina right after she gets off the phone with Franny, talking about their girl problems. She says, I am such a good friend.
hmm
Humble brag. Love it.
She was the worst character.
Tina or
Yeah.
Franny?
All of them.
Tina, for sure.
This one is Phil and Chris. Phil says, I'm going to take another walk again tomorrow. Chris says, okay. And Phil says, yeah, you're right.
I'm going to do it.
He
I
didn't say you
didn't say
weren't.
anything. This might be my favorite quote. That's just... He's talking to Susan about the catering. And he's like, oh, you're a cook? And she's like, yeah, I got a catering business. I do this whole thing. And she goes, do you cook? And he says, yeah, I'm kind of a minimalist.
But Chris loves it.
Yeah, he kept bringing up his
It's like-
son.
What
Or-
is minimalist cooking? Bread?
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
I'm I'm start using that. Do you do blank? Yeah, I'm kind of a minimalist. I barely do it.
I dabble.
This is when
I eat bread sometimes.
Chris is trying to. I'm a minimalist eating guy. Chris is trying to learn how to swim or like not be scared of water or whatever his fucking problem is. He's in the pool and he goes, "I can't do this. I'm going to sink and I'm going to drown." He's just freaking out.
But on Prime, the word, like the fucking closed captioning was so bad. It was like YouTube closed captioning.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to sink and I'm going to drown.
I'm going to drown, and there are sharks in this pool. What if there are pool sharks and they eat me? He said that. Did you miss that?
The
part?
cat from outer space was a pool shark.
I'm a
He
pool
was.
shark.
Except he didn't know how the rules of billiards worked. But go on.
He knew the rules. He didn't know
The
the
He just
physics.
fucked
the
the
physics
rules.
of it.
So after they got the hard drive,
Bounced off the fucking frying pan.
I gotta watch this movie.
So good.
Tina's left her flash drive with her clothing algorithm and all
Mm.
that. And Phil's talking about it and he's like, you gotta, it'll based on your style, try to pick an outfit for you, and you can pick and choose from these cheaper websites to like put together this outfit in a cheaper way. And Chris is like, but we're dudes. Pretty sloppy dudes too.
Oh, I
He
had,
did
yeah,
say
I
he was
had that.
sloppy.
We're dudes and we're pretty sloppy dudes too.
You told me to write that down. Why did you take it?
It was an IMDb one that I found that I didn't know I had.
That's
I
where
took
he's
3.
wearing like a V-neck.
The gayest man
It's-
alive
it's-
talking about clothes, but we're dudes. We don't care about clothes.
Fucking bro. It was funny because I was like, this is the exact like Stitch Fix model. Like that's what it was. But then when they used the thing to scan the clothes, it was like they didn't get those shipped to them. It was just their clothes
Their
that they
clothes.
already had. Yeah.
Yeah, the stuff in their closet. Yeah, that
Assume-
fits. That
They're
plays.
just using it as a base level for the algorithm, I guess. I don't know.
But
I don't know.
Tailored to their
Turn-
own interests.
Taylor Swift to their own interest.
Building your profile. It's a good movie.
This is a great movie. What are we talking about?
No, finish your quotes.
But we're dudes. I don't want to finish my quotes. This poor cat. Oh, this is from Marina. She's like, Duffy says, I'm gonna go talk to Susan. She's the only one I haven't talked to yet. And Marina says, this poor cat's gonna die from walking too much. And like a second later, he gets smacked by that car. Like the timing was perfect. This one's from Duffy. It says, I'm Duffy. I'm a talking cat.
Oh, big whoop.
One of the last few lines of the movie. My last quote is when Chris and Franny are finally both playing around. They're splashing in the water, having a good time in the pool. She looks at him. She goes, cannonballs.
Yeah, and they just keep swimming around. They don't shoot
They're
cannonballs.
both in the water already.
And there's not multiple
Nobody's
balls.
jumped in. It's like she's telling a joke.
Good joke. Good
Yeah,
joke.
it's like they're hugging each other, and she's like Marco Polo.
What?
I found you.
Cannonballs.
Crazy. That's
It's
funny.
So
funny.
stupid. All right.
It's so
That
stupid.
was your last one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna finish mine. So I had the word dudes. My other IMDb ones is I'm losing money on those cheese puffs.
The crux of the story.
Another Susan one. Next time you could take your walk on a different trail.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm sure you're a nice guy and all.
The beeping machine client. Here's one.
The big
Yeah, I told my mom I was coming here, and I totally had my phone.
It's bad acting there.
Tina just had to blurt that out to Phil, and I totally had my phone.
Yeah. Like when you get too specific about things, you're definitely lying about it.
Oh, for sure.
You guys met my friend who's definitely still alive. that
The
I've seen
John
recently,
Mulaney?
and it wasn't me. Yeah, the John Mulaney bit.
2 Seth quotes.
Oh,
Did
I
you
didn't
see the
think I
plant
did.
with the shoes? It's a hot lady. Look at those stilettos. Kind of puts the Big Dawg thing
Yeah.
right into you.
And that was before we even started recording.
I know.
That was just me.
This is one that started right before we started watching the movie, actually, and I took it down
That's like-
immediately.
I was gonna say it's like when like the 4th grade when you see like a like a cloud that looks like it has boobs and you get a boner.
You're like, fuck.
That's a hot lady.
Those stilettos on that tree.
Imagine this is
Lamp.
one of the running gags.
Is that
Nominees is
Birch?
Brandon and Lukas cheering with Seth trying to jerk off.
You're just like Itchy. Yeah.
Don't point and laugh at me. I'm in on the joke.
You're Itchy.
You're itchy.
No, I'm not itchy. No.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm out of the joke.
Because you were jerking off in front of us.
But you guys were cheering me on.
Oh, I
Which
guess
is
that's
we're
true.
Lumpy and Molly.
Oh, God.
Yeah, who knows? We didn't get to see the outside perspective. We got a music number instead. They might have been cheering him on as he climaxed.
It's canon.
They make that.
It's canon. It's in the Star Wars Wikipedia.
What was your next quote?
The next one is from you. Right before we started watching the film,
Oh.
Lucas sent us a thing on our Snapchat group about Bardo. And Seth just goes, maybe Bardo was the friends we made along the way.
Somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
Between two ways.
My subliminal friend.
A Marina quote. They're twins. No wonder they feel so incesty.
I didn't get that.
Oh, you didn't? There was a lot of sexual tension. She mentioned how like a lot of TV shows along the way when siblings have to play, when actors have to play siblings, end up like having feelings for each other. So
Twins specifically.
and then
I got more of a weird tension from the mom and the son.
mom and
Yeah,
son was
I
bad.
saw
Yeah,
some
for
label.
sure. No, I felt that.
Yeah.
And then the last one is a me quote. A me and Seth back and forth.
Where's the meme? Who sent you that meme, Lucas?
I will never tell.
He made it.
Huh?
He made it.
That's way better. That's hilarious.
No, someone sent it to me.
I go non-kids, and Seth goes, yeah, like cats. And I go, no, like kids that love to eat non.
Like the bread.
That's the worst joke.
I thought it was so funny.
We had to pause because Seth laughed so much.
I was
Yeah,
laughing
I
really
mean,
hard at that.
Yes.
Non-kids.
Yeah, what do you mean non-kids? And I was like, cats? And you were like, kids that eat non-bread?
I was like, Middle
You
Eastern
know.
kids.
Yeah, Brandon's like, the
course.
darker ones? And I was like, Brandon, you
I
can't
didn't
say
say
that.
the darker ones.
Well, yeah, because I told you couldn't.
No, fuck you.
You heard him, boys.
Stop jerking off, Seth. I've got something to combat you now.
Yeah, you do now. Anytime
Um,
you're mad.
All right, that's quotes. We're all done here.
Let's rate this bitch.
It's rating. I don't have any critic ratings. Not enough
Sure.
out there.
Makes
Or
sense.
critic reviews, so I've only got users. Thermometer, user reviews, Seth.
What about? So there's no IMDb critics.
I've
no
got
Metacritic?
IMDb reviews, just not
Metacritic?
critic. Nope, just user on each. Thermometer, audience score. Seth, you're starting. This is a percentage.
17.
Okay, Lucas.
34.
Lucas is
Double.
our winner.
Fuck.
38.
Fuck.
Ooh.
And IMDb out of 10. Lucas. Lucas has already won. He's gotten 3 of the 3 so far.
You're a giant piece of shit.
8 on this bitch. No, 3.9 on this bitch.
3.9.
17.
1.7.
Sure.
Seth is our winner.
Bitch.
2.1. Remember, this
I
is
forgot it was
19th
lower,
below us.
yeah. I did forget.
He do be forgetting over there. Quit flexing. You got 1 of 4.
Flex on them hoes.
I'm flexing on them hoes.
For all the people that watch the YouTube, look for Seth's flexing
Please don't.
at 2 hours and 17 minutes.
Brandon, if they're at this part already, oh no. I guess they can hear it on the podcast.
They can hear it on the podcast, then go to watch you flex.
Right. I was thinking they watch it on the YouTube. You're just doing that on the YouTube.
For the
Like,
3 people that watch the YouTube, you'll
rewind
see
this
it.
14 seconds and you'll see
You'll
it
see-
again.
For the people that watch on the YouTube, the 3 of you, you'll see it regardless. For the
Mhm.
people that listen to the podcast, the 48 people that listen to this, tune into Seth flexing at 217. So
Do it.
do it. I dare you.
Don't
Fucking
do
dare.
that.
So no critics. Audience is 21 and 38 for a 29.5 average. Seth, what are you giving this today?
Did I do 2 last week? No. That was a good movie.
You gave
last
like a
week.
2 on
On
Santa Clauses.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be like a 2.4.
Oh, it's better than
Maybe.
the Santa Clauses.
Yeah, no, for sure. Just objectively. But yeah, 2.4, I would say,
Okay.
give or take.
Reasoning?
I think it was just really dumb. It definitely felt like it was made in 3 days top.
Yeah.
I would
the
have
3
believed.
days fact is not.
No, I would have
This is
believed
shocking
6
at all.
hours. I'd be like, that makes sense. So 3 days, I'm almost surprised that it took that long. But there were still some funny parts, even like besides me having to make it funny for myself. There were some like genuine like, okay, that's kind of
Yeah.
funny, or that's a decent shot. The tree with shoes bumped it up 2.3 for me at least. So
Okay.
yeah,
Big
that's
Dawg.
my
Oh.
that's me
He has
fucking a
it.
tree.
2.4 bones. Um,
Lucas.
as for me,
Yes.
I'm gonna give this a 5.2 on the lasagna scale
I fucking knew it.
for
Wow.
a talking cat. I think
I fucking
sometimes
knew
I
it.
don't need to be, lulled by philosophy or fantastic cinematography. Sometimes you need to crack up with a talking cat. You know what I mean? And they're just solving some families, local problems. And it all gets wrapped up nicely at the end. The cat's talking. I love a good talking cat. He's not the best talking cat, but he's a talking cat nonetheless.
I think when we first watched The Cat from Outer Space, you gave it like a 7.2, and now
Yeah.
it's moved up to a 10.10. So I'm crazy to see
10.10.
a 10.10, a 10.0, a 10 out of 10.
Wow, our first above 10 rating. I've tried, he wouldn't let me.
I've reevaluated The Cat from Outer Space, like objectively, like on Letterboxd and everything, and I think it's like a 9.3 is what I have it at.
That's crazy.
So I'm crazy
Genuinely.
to see what this might be after you like reevaluate as well.
We should be film critics.
We should. Big
are.
Rog times 3 here.
We are. We just don't get paid for it.
Yeah, exactly. And lastly for me, I think I'm going to give this a 2.9. It's still pretty garbage. I mean, the acting is overall really bad, casting really bad, overuse of B-roll. You don't need that cat mouth on there. It's all around pretty bad. But I laughed a lot, and if you don't watch the credits, it's maybe 70 minutes, so it's a pretty easy watch.
Pretty
What did you
breezy.
give it?
A 2.9. Everything's bad about it.
Yeah.
But like you can at least enjoy it if you're among the right crowd. So ratings 2.9, 2.2, 5.2, 7.4.
2.4.
Oh, you gave it a
Mhm.
2.4.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Because, 2.3 worth of tree and shoes.
Oh, right.
0.1 worth of movie.
Oh, I thought you only said 0.3 worth of
Mm.
tree and shoes.
No.
2. Oh, shit. Okay. So 2.4, 5.2, 7.6, 2.9, 9.6, 10.5 for a
A lot of numbers.
3.2 average. No. No.
Bring it home, Brandon.
It's more than 3.
A 3.5 average. Hell yeah. It's a lot better than a lot of things we've watched recently. So
Yeah.
all right. Lastly is reviews. You guys want to hear some reviews?
No.
I've got 7 of them, but fuck you. We're doing it anyway.
Jesus.
First one, my only returner, Paul Hawkinson.
I don't
Jesse
remember this guy.
Hawkinson's dad.
We've done him quite a bit, but mostly Big Dawg though has done him. December 14th, 2020. It's Lucas over there's like,
Yeah, checks out.
December 14th, 2020, he says, well, sure, I didn't really have much of any high hopes for this 2013 movie called A Talking Cat. Why? Well, the movie synopsis didn't really sell the movie all that well, and it seemed to be a questionable movie at best. And truth be told, having Eric Roberts as the voice of the talking cat wasn't really selling the movie. And this movie was bad, all right. Mark my words, A Talking Cat is a movie that you shouldn't bother spending your time or effort on. Some of us suffered through the ordeal, so you don't have to. Believe you me. 2 out of 10. Believe you me. 2 out of 10.
Fair.
Believe you me.
Sorry, I
Next,
zoned out again.
Contact 562202249.
I can fly twice as high.
No. March 11th, 2019. Entertaining, lighthearted movie about Duffy the Human Whisperer. Duffy helps humans in need. Not animated, and adults and kids alike can enjoy it. 10 out of 10.
Bang! Good review.
Bang! From way downtown. Contact from way downtown.
It smells like cheese on here.
No.
Okay.
This
I have to use the bathroom.
What? But you love the reviews.
Do I?
But the Seth loves the reviews.
Just tell me if I missed anything good.
Okay.
Or
Hurry.
don't.
Hurry.
It's quick.
I'll let you slide out. Slide. Cha-cha real slide real smooth.
I know, I'm sorry. This is poor timing.
Jesus.
Interested?
How slow can you do this?
Brandon,
I don't need you to flash me your junk on the way out.
My legs are like 9
Big
meters
Dawg.
long.
He's gone. Now we can shit talk him.
I didn't get through some reviews.
That fucking stupid bitch.
That tall
This
ass
next
bitch.
You're taller than him.
He's a bitch though.
Well, that's true. Next one is by Stay Away from the Metropol.
Ooh,
But underscore after everyone. Stay underscore away underscore.
that's
Yeah.
worse.
February 7th. Yeah, who had that username
It's a
before?
style choice.
February 17th, 2019. I received this as a gift a few years ago and didn't get to watching it until last night. I have to say, I liked it a lot more than I expected. This is a one-of-a-kind experience that is clearly not for everyone, but for those who are open to it, will take you to another realm, which you will not soon forget. Yes, it's in a way category with some of the worst films I've ever seen. And that's why it's fantastic in its own special way. I would most certainly do screenings if I owned a theater. 7 out of 10.
I can see that. I would
That's
too.
that's you.
That is me.
You are Stay Away from Metropol, but with the underscores.
Always have been.
If I know one
My
thing
alias.
about you, you've always been Stay Away from the Metropol with underscores. Tried and true.
You do.
Next is by Schenkel _ Austin. May 26, 2021, they say. In all caps, I need some bleach now after watching this. And all caps. A girl asked me if I wanted to come over to her place to watch a movie for a date. Now I don't know how to tell her I don't like her. Because if her choice in movies,
That's
I
hilarious.
can't anymore. 1
That's
out of
funny.
10.
That's a great date.
She wanted to Netflix and chill, and she turned on a talking cat instead.
That's a last with a sense of humor.
That's a Big Dawg kind of move.
No.
Mhm.
He wanted to fuck, and she turned on a talking cat for him on a first date instead.
Is that what I missed?
That's what you missed.
Damn. I had the worst time.
And a review from Lucas.
What?
Stay Away from the Metropol is Lucas.
Was his name Lucas?
No, it's Stay Away from the Metropol. All with underscores underneath. Next one is by Mr. Don Leone.
Oh.
April 17th, 2021. This movie made me laugh. I want a sequel now.
We kind of got one. Talking horse.
A talking pony?
What was the other one we saw? Like a talking hedgehog or porcupine or something?
Oh, yeah. The hedgehog that could talk. It
Yeah,
was like a completely different director.
This movie made me laugh. I want a sequel now. Rarely have I enjoyed my evening as much as when I was watching this beautiful animal nudity. 9 out of 10.
What the hell?
Beautiful. Didn't wear clothes.
I mean, I guess the animal didn't wear clothes, but was it supposed to?
I don't know.
No, they're not. Natural nature.
It's fair. Next one is by Backup 50362. February 26, 2016. This is my penultimate.
Twice as blue.
Take a look.
Read a book.
It's fucking blue.
This is on February 26, 2016.
I'm Lou.
They say they're just Louie. Okay, this one says, so this was for real made in 2013. When I was in my early teens in the 90s, I was able to produce more realistic visual effects with no skills whatsoever. I mean, really, in this day and age, it takes literally zero skills to buy Crazy Talk or similar software to easily make your cat talk and not embarrass yourself and all the people involved in this movie. Why in the world do people with no movie knowledge and skills whatsoever choose to do movies? Find something you're good at and do that. Thank you. The fact that movies like this actually exist is fascinating.
Movie.
Thanks. It shows that we failed as a species. 1 out of 10.
It's pretty harsh. These
Take
kids
a
just
look.
making a movie.
You'd think you'd look at something like the
Movie.
Manhattan Project and be like, we've gone too far. But for these people, it's like, can't believe we made a cat talk.
Abomination. Yeah, lighten up, guys.
We're talking to
Not you
me?
guys, everybody.
Oh.
No, yeah. Back
The
up.
world.
50362.
Back it up, Tay. I can fly twice as blue.
No.
Hell
And my last review here.
Hell yeah, he says.
And my last review
favorite
here
song.
is by Backup 50362. 2 years later,
Blue.
on
Fly twice as
on
blue.
January 22nd, 2018. So they came. I looked at this like, wait a minute, what? And
Yeah.
then I was thinking that they just did 2 back. No, this is 2 years later. They said it's truly the best movie I've ever seen.
Oh my god.
People say Citizen Kane, The Godfather, and I laugh in their faces, but you can't blame them. They just haven't seen this movie yet. We should drop all social, economical, and environmental issues of the world and focus on what's truly important. Getting everyone to watch this masterpiece. Without revealing too much, I'll tell you this. It's about a talking cat. The only reason I give this 1 star is because I'm actually a talking salt shaker, and I don't know the concept of numbers and their meanings. 1 out of 10.
That's a good bit. Great
Good
bit.
So fucking good.
So
Such a good bit.
so dumb. I was gonna say this is the kind of guy that writes reviews on movies like just so he can get screenshotted and go viral on
Screenshot.
excuse me, go viral somewhere. But you know, he got us. Here he is, going
So,
viral on
Back
our
up
50 view
50362. I can fly twice as blue.
Mm,
Got us.
take a look.
So that's gonna be the end of it. Are we recommending this film, guys?
I don't think so. In the end of it all.
Even with a 5.2, you can fly twice as
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
a lark.
Thanks.
It's kind of an oddity, but I don't know.
I know.
If
It is a lark. I had to
it's
Google
for
that. the other
everyone
day.
to be enjoyed. It's a bit of a lark, you're right.
I liked it. Was that not what you said?
No, that's but you're right.
Oh, okay. Somebody else I'd heard say that the other day, and I had to look up what that meant.
It's a great
And it's like a thing you do for fun, like a frivolity of sorts.
Good
And
word. He just synced the fucking audio.
he's pissed.
Seth, are you recommending it?
He's so mad. I guess to whom again? I ask this every time.
Objective, like blanket statement.
I can't be objective when I'm
Too bad.
recommending this because, like,
That's why you're the longtime guest.
because I can't be objective.
Yep.
Not like you bozos doing whatever
Hard
that was.
recommends.
Yeah. Probably not though. Most people know, so I guess no.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna recommend it either. It's 3 no recommends. It's pretty bad across the board, and unless you're in the right environment to just kind of jaw at it and laugh at it, John Morant at it, you're pretty much at a loss. So 3 no recommends, and that ends season 5.
Kinda.
Thanks, folks. Well, yeah, kind of, because next week we're gonna what the fuck?
He's shitting.
Pooping, shitting, pooping.
Not at all.
Because next week we've got a bracket of season 5.
A bracket.
similar,
You know it's coming.
similar to what happened.
You know it. You love it.
Not
It's
3
the
hours
bracket.
long.
It's not gonna be. Yeah, we're not doing 64 movies. We're only doing 16 in there. But we've still got our award show. We're gonna figure out some awards and nominate some things along the way. Drink some beers, have some fun.
It's true.
Hoping Devin's on. Lucas, it's a pajama party, FYI. So
Yep, gotcha.
wear your best jammies. And
You'll have to remind me too.
okay. With that, I think we'll see you next week.
Au revoir.
A
The French?
talking guy?
A talking gadoosh.
Oh god. Bye.
Love you, bye.
Oh, he was still going. Excellent. Excellent.
Excellent.
One of our good episodes, boys. One of them.
Smithers, where's my cock ring?
The fuck? Smithers, where's my cock ring?
With that, Gadoosh.
Don't know. What's that?
He's still recording.
Oh shit! Yeah, we are.
Gadoosh.
Okay,
No.
Okay, see you guys.
Later,
Bye,
man.
Lucas.
I'll work on the 2.5 hours next week.